Sims and Leon, your mom's favorite podcast. Trust me, I'm a mom.
Boo doo dee boo ba doo dee doo doo ba dee doo 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 boom boom.
We hear you. Dustin.
It's not me.
Boo doo dee boo ba doo dee doo doo ba dee doo 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 boom boom.
That's what she texted me. Oh, there you are.
All right, we're good.
Oh, I'm not touching anything.
Don't touch
It's not me, it's you.
It's Dustin.
Okay.
He's over there punching buttons.
it. I'll figure it
He's a little button happy today, okay?
Yeah. He's flustered. He's
dang.
lost without Ricky.
out. Yeah. Tricky Ricky not here.
Well, it's hard
Tricky
when you don't
Ricky.
have your buddy. I guess we do need Ricky after all.
Well, you know, we'll see how the rest of the show goes.
What do you got
I believe
going
in
on
you,
over there?
Dustin. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Ladies, it's all yours.
Okay, well, hey, you know, it's that time of the month, so I figured we'd give you a little ring-a-ding.
How have you been doing?
You know, we've been doing pretty good. Been getting a lot of rain over here, so that's a good thing. Trying to get caught up on that. What about in Kentucky?
Yes, not very much. Very dry. Dry and hot.
Still?
So,
Ugh.
yeah. We got a little bit of rain, but not enough. I've been out watering my garden like crazy.
Yeah.
Man,
Just doesn't do as good as
we got
when it's
flooded
rain.
almost,
Mm-hmm.
like here in the DFW
Oh, are you
area.
serious?
Oh, yeah, like Dallas is half the city's underwater.
Seriously?
Yeah, I mean, the streets are flooded. It's crazy. Here, we didn't get it too bad like here, South Fort Worth area, but yeah,
Good
I mean,
grief.
it's
Yeah, we haven't gotten anything. Like
Inches.
Eastern Kentucky is completely underwater. It's been terrible for them. I mean, it's taken out whole towns. So same, but we haven't gotten anything. So
Well, hopefully it'll make its way out to you then.
yes, just to cool it down a little bit. But I'm kind of sad about pool season coming to an end. So
I was going to say, did you just get back from vacation, right?
well, sort of. We went to North Carolina. John's family, an uncle of his passed away. And so we kind of went down there for little memorials. So it was nice, though. It's always nice to go down there. It's like a little town in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of cool.
Aw, okay.
Kinda cool, so.
Well, so not the best, under the
No.
best, I guess, situation,
Yeah.
but still a
No,
good time.
but it was a good time. Yeah, it's always good to see his family, and of course, we ate our way through the state and all that good stuff. So
Heck yeah. Oh my
yeah,
gosh, that's
so
literally all
so
of
we
our
stopped
vacations.
at Buc-ee's on the way down because apparently Kentucky has the largest Buc-ee's in the country right now.
Really?
Yes,
Busey's, yeah.
Busey's. Yes. Do you know that is the way Siri pronounces it?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Siri
because
says Busey's. Oh.
Siri does it because when we pulled in, she said, "Welcome to Busey's." I was
So-
like, "That's where it comes from."
What you're saying is it wasn't that lady's fault.
It wasn't. No, she was completely innocent, but whatever makes you a buck, right?
Right.
Now she's like Facebook famous and TikTok popular. And...
I have the Australian guy as Siri, so I'm curious what he says because he does say things differently than the normal Siri voice.
Yes. Have you ever I used to do that with mine, and some of the words, it was like literally some of our words would not translate to the Australian word, and so it didn't work for me. So I went back to the American voice.
I haven't had an issue really. I don't think that he's never. Like, he
Well, maybe
always
you all are both from
recognizes.
the outback, Texas is
Yeah.
kind of, so
Pretty close.
maybe your words are kind of the same. So
That's funny.
Oh man.
Well, listen, Ashley's got some good things that she wants to talk to you about, Aliki.
Yeah.
all right, I want to hear it.
So I'm just gonna kind of hand it over to her and just let her just
Listen, we've got some stories that have been going on.
Go with
that
it.
I feel like we need to talk about.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
a lot has happened in the last month. That's for sure.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I like it. Let's hear it.
First, I want to go back to this past weekend because that's fresher on my mind. But I want to say that I tried out the party patch.
Oh, how did it go?
Yeah, so me and two other girls, we had a girls' weekend. Me and two other girls did the party patch. We did it like kind of on our back, like our back shoulders.
Did it stick?
It stuck, no problem.
Okay.
We wore it all night, and I think it worked because I
Yes.
did not feel horrible the next morning. I mean, I didn't feel dehydrated, no headache. I mean,
you
really.
just kind of feel normal.
Yeah, I was tired. Of course, we were tired. And starving, But other than that,
Yeah.
it's like the hungover, the symptoms were not there. So I want to say thanks for that recommendation.
Hey, no problem. I think it works.
It was great.
I mean, yeah, I think it's a lifesaver. I think it's like, so I think if you drink like the, what's those little packs that you put in the water that everyone's drinking?
The
Liquid IV.
Yes, liquid IV before,
Yeah.
and then you put on a patch. I think you're going to be good to go the next day.
Yeah, and then the next day, I mean, hell, take another liquid IV.
Yeah,
You're
I
good.
think
I
we
didn't
can
even
really.
do that, but still. Yes.
I think we can really, up our amount of alcohol we're drinking now that we have, some sort of
Absolutely.
medical intervention to allow us to do it. I'm very excited about
thank
that.
goodness.
Down on it.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Well, my plans of becoming an alcoholic by the time I'm 70 are going to be able to really come true since I won't die from, feeling so poorly. So
So you're well on your way.
They'll be like,
Oh, yeah.
this
Yeah.
this old lady's tolerance is out of this world.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
how does she get up at 6 and start drinking the next day?
Yeah.
Oh man, I should have had it last night. Unfortunately, I did not. So this morning was a little rough, but that's okay. I powered
Are
through.
you on vacation?
No, I'm not on vacation.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I was so mad at her. She's
a
at work.
weekend.
She's like, oh, I'm just not feeling good. I'm
I
like,
wanted to
okay,
come take a nap.
does that mean you're not going to drink tonight? And she said, yes, that is what that means.
means.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay, well, we're canceling then.
Yeah, that
canceling-
is very. It makes me very angry when my friends drink without me and then say they have to take it easy when I'm ready to drink. I'm
That's
like,
what,
no,
like literally,
it's not the way it works.
I'm drinking tea right now. How lame.
Yeah, I know.
You still could have.
Yes.
You still kind of made a ranch water.
No, it's not the same.
But that's what everyone says. They're like, well, you can still drink, and it's like by ourselves. I
Yeah.
mean,
By
doesn't that make you
myself?
sick? Yeah, no.
Yeah. No, I'm just.
You don't have a problem if
outrageous.
everyone else is doing it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to drink by myself. That's a whole nother level.
No.
That's Aliki when she's
Yes.
70 and she has, the higher
That's right.
tolerance and she
Yes.
can just drink
Yeah,
by
yeah.
herself and
When John goes to work and I'm in bed, drinking booze, that bottle
Right.
shoved under the bed, that's when it's okay.
yeah.
Not when I'm a
Shoved under the
functioning
bed.
member of society.
Yeah, so I tried to reschedule, but she's busy on Thursday, so we're like, okay, well, we're just going to move forward.
Well, I'm glad we kept it tonight. I got busy this week myself, so I'm glad we kept it tonight.
Well, okay, so I
either
guess
way.
I'm the oddball out then. I need to go get those patches because I haven't tried them yet. Where did you
Yeah.
put yours at, Aliki?
I had to put mine sort of on the front, right under my bathing suit strap at the top of my boob,
Okay.
because I had to keep looking at it to make sure it was there. I felt like it was going to come off.
What if you did two?
Ooh.
Two of them. Double down on
I
it?
don't know.
No,
That that's such an American idea. If a little bit's good for you, a whole lot's better.
Like maybe it would just be a
Sometimes.
waste and not do anything.
Yeah. Like you'd be on 60 Minutes. Oh, the party patch was great until this girl put 8 on and she had a heart attack. And,
Yeah.
That
don't
would be
ruin
a lot
it.
of vitamins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, but everybody ruins good stuff that way by overusing it and then they pull it off the market.
Yep.
So we have to use it as directed.
Right.
Well, you were swimming too when you had yours, right?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I wasn't.
Swimming
so I wonder
and sweating.
Yeah. So I wonder if that affected it. I mean, I was just out doing.
Yeah,
Like I was,
I'm sure it was, because that's why I kept saying, I just kind of kept looking at making sure. I'm sure being in water makes it worse.
Yeah. Although I think it says it's water.
They say it's waterproof. Yeah.
Water resistant. Yeah.
Maybe you should have. Okay, if Ashley really supported me drinking by myself, she would have brought me some
I swear.
for me to try tonight.
It
You know
could
what
have
I mean?
been. Yeah, this is our trials.
Hell,
We're
I
in-
would have
we're
put
in
one on if I
human
had
trials.
some still.
Oh, you're
I
out.
would have just drank too.
Dang, she's out. Well, I'll get some of them.
Yeah.
She did bring some other stuff for us to try though.
Yep.
Well, I think we should really push this product, and I hope that they understand what we're doing for them, because I'm out spreading the message.
I agree. You know what? When I ordered on Amazon, I was like, man, there's only, I need to go do a review. There was only like 22 reviews. I mean, the stars were like almost 5 stars, but
Well,
I
when
thought,
you
man,
make
I thought this
when
was-
you make a product that is, targeted towards alcoholics, you usually don't get a lot of feedback.
That's true.
That you're probably like,
They don't have the
They don't
time.
remember. Yeah, they're like trying to get their alcohol. They just don't have time to do that.
That's a good
But-
point. That's a good
Now, I received a letter in the mail, and I'm mad at myself for doing this, but apparently this is like a startup company, and I got a letter, and it said, if you go and review this product for us, we will send you another free pack of it. And I was so mad because I let it expire. I didn't do it. So you
Damn.
might get that letter.
Okay, so it was for the party patch.
Yes.
Okay.
You go onto this website and you say, hey, I used it and I liked it, and you give it the stars. And once you complete it, they said they'd either give you a $20 Amazon card or another pack of party patches.
Okay, all right.
Or I was being scammed by a 16-year-old in a Russian basement somewhere. I don't know which one it was.
I'm gonna look for that. If I get it, I'm gonna submit it.
Yes. Yeah, so I was kind of mad
Yeah.
at myself for that, but that's okay.
Well, I recommend them. I appreciated you bringing them up. So
Anytime.
yeah.
Anytime. I'm all about new and innovative products that save the world. And this is
Ooh,
one of them.
Absolutely.
We have a product that saved the world, and it's innovative.
Do we?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What
Yeah?
is it?
It's one of the things we wanted to update her about. That's happened the last month.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna let
The
her.
purple.
Yeah, I'm gonna let her say this story. This is her time to shine, cause
Yeah, you're right. Listen, I've had some crazy things been going on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we've told you some stories about our undisclosed location that Elena and I frequent daily.
Yes.
And
Oh, I know what this is.
so this past, God, was it last week or maybe even 2 weeks ago by this point? I think it's been a couple weeks.
yeah.
Anyways, okay, so Elena and I were in same location. Yes. Okay, we're talking. Next thing we know, this guy bangs on the back door, and we're like, "What in the world?" And we see him. We saw him walk to the back door, so we knew we knew what he looked like, and obviously neither of us knew who he was.
Uh-huh.
So he's banging on the back door aggressively. I feel like.
Like pounding.
Yeah, I mean, like somebody fucking answered the door now. So we're
Like
obviously
the
we're
cops are a criminal.
like, yeah, obviously we're
Yes.
like, no, we're not gonna. We don't know who this guy is. We're not gonna open the door. There was one other person in our undisclosed location with the two of us, so we just kind of left it. Well, he goes to leave, and again, aggressively, he's like this buffed up, he's older guy.
I would say probably
Cartel.
No,
Neck tattoos.
No, I
Shaved
don't
head.
have any
he was just like an
tattoos.
old white dude, but super buff and extremely aggressive, and he had dark sunglasses.
Yeah, and I remember distinctly his like white, like very, very white facial hair.
Yes.
White hair on top, right? So it was like,
Oh, so the FBI. Okay, now we got it.
Yes,
you know, in
that's a
street,
good visual.
street clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, with street clothes. Yeah.
So he comes back, like he leaves the back door, and we see him come back around to his car, and he jumps in there like he's mad, and then just speeds off. And we're like, what the hell? So Elena, after he leaves, Elena's like, let me go check the back door. See, maybe he left something, right? She opens the door, nothing is there. So we're like, all right, whatever. We're just going to go about our day, thinking that he was probably there for another person that frequently visits that location. And so anyways, we're all leaving. Fast forward, end of the day. It's a little after 5, like I'd say like 5:10. I'm walking out to my car on the phone with someone. And I get to my car, I'm getting it, I'm like about to leave, reverse it, and I look down in my windshield, there's like this black box sitting in between my windshield
What?
wiper and my windshield. Like somebody left it, you know. And I'm like, okay, that's fucking weird. So I get out and I'm taking a picture of it before I touch it. I don't know, I was all like, I gotta like document that it's here.
Yes.
So I take a picture. And I'm like, okay, well, I got to open it. I mean, I don't know what it is, but I got to open it. It's just like black rectangular box. So I get it off. I'm like, I start opening it up. And as I'm opening the bag, I start to see it, and I'm like, no fucking way. There is no way that somebody left this on my windshield. Absolutely no way. I'm in disbelief. As I'm opening this, I just like cannot even believe it. Anyways, out pops a purple G-spot massager right there in all its glory.
Oh, okay.
You have fans.
Yes.
The SnL Galz have fans.
Like, oh
Yes.
my God. And I'm
Thank
like,
you, old
holy-
man.
Oh my God.
Holy shit. I immediately sent pictures to Elena because at this point she was gone. And she calls me and she's like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, girl, I don't even know. I just left and this was here. So the only thing we can think of is that the guy left it, anticipating my car might have been someone else's car
Yeah, because
that might use it in her daily
Okay,
activities.
so was it in a wrapper of, or
yeah,
was it
brand new.
Okay,
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 everything
that
is
is-
sealed.
yes.
Thank goodness you don't need to go get tested.
Yeah,
That's
let me
good.
just
I'm glad
say,
to know that.
finders keepers.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. Losers
So-
weepers.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Do a
Okay.
black guy.
To a black guy.
Okay, now what I want to know is if you're giving someone that type of gift, perhaps you shouldn't angrily bang on the door
Yeah.
in order to let them know it's out there.
Well, yes, and Ashley happens to drive not the same car as this
Yeah.
specific individual, but they both drive the same color of car.
And the same type, like an SUV.
Yes, same type, same color, different make and model. However, the dude was old, like we said. I mean, he was obviously on a mission.
Is he funny?
No, he looked like he was extremely aggressive and just fucking just like in your face, rude, like I don't know. It was just really weird. So yeah, she calls me and I'm at the grocery store.
Food order for His Highness.
Oh my God, Dustin. Stop. And she's, describing it all to me. She sends me a picture of it. And we're like, oh, what the fuck?
Okay,
It just
so-
gets sketchier and sketchier around this place.
Yes,
Yeah.
way sketchy.
Because remember, we
I think
told you
you all
about the
need to
drug
re-
drops.
Yes, you need to relocate. I wonder if this is a
Yes,
message.
we
What
do.
kind of message would this be? Quit watching us. Don't talk about it.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah, this is odd. This is odd.
It's
I think you
yeah,
all.
it's definitely odd.
Yeah, you need to. You're probably gonna have Dustin sit there with you at work and escort you in and out because I think your lives are in danger. But I warned you about this last time.
yeah, you
I told
did.
you.
I know.
I told you.
I know.
Things were gonna go south, and it's only gonna get worse.
Practically beating him to get him off.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna have to do.
Yeah. pretty
That
much.
is the way. Okay, so now there's another person at your office that drives the same kind of car
Yes.
or same color.
Same
so
color.
did you contact them and say, is this
So-
possibly been mistaken
Hell
identity?
no.
Absolutely not.
Or they-
So I will say I did park in her spot that day. So I
Okay,
say
but
her,
they're not assigned.
No. Yeah, I say her spot only because she does park there all the time, and she is like the only one of us that frequently goes in the back door. Like that's just she doesn't ever go in the front door.
Literally and figuratively. Evidently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with that being said, yeah, so I was parked where she normally parks, and I think he just was like, oh, well, this must be
this
her
has to be
car.
her, yeah.
She must be in there, but she can't come to the door. I'm just going to leave it on her car.
And so he was
And
so angry he couldn't give her this
surprise.
wonderfully romantic present
Yeah.
in person that he was going to bang the door down and have a say about it. Yeah, that's weird. That is weird.
fast forward, a week or two? Remember, I was pulling in
Yes, yeah.
and he was there. I swear
Yeah.
to God, it was him.
She was pulling in, and there's kind of like a neighborhood leading into this undisclosed location. And she calls me. She's like, the guy is walking down the street in the neighborhood. And I was like, shut the fuck
What?
up. No, he's not. She's like, I swear to God, it's him. He's just down the street. He's walking. And so anyway, Elena like turns around, and I swear to God, she like tries to follow him just to see if she can
With my big
Identify
ass,
him.
bright
read.
vehicle.
Yeah.
Well, I think you need to get to the bottom of this. Someone has a stalker.
Oh God.
Someone has a
maybe,
stalker.
yeah, maybe he's
Yes.
stalking her. I don't know.
Yes.
Well,
Someone.
So he was walking, okay, and he was on the sidewalk, and I was going in to pull into the parking lot, and then he turns around and he starts walking back the other way, but what made me have flashbacks is that it was the same walk, the same aggressive walk, the same ugly ass dark sunglasses that he wears, and he was looking over at the building. You know, he just was like walking, looking over at the building. And I was like, okay, this is really sketch. So I did. I turned around and I followed him. And
did you see where he went?
No, he just
Did he spot you? Did he know that you were on
probably.
his tail?
Yeah, probably.
That you had made him?
Yeah, because I passed him, and then whenever I got to the other side, I just did a U-E, and then I passed him again, going opposite way. So, I mean, he saw
You should have rolled the window down and been like, did you leave a dildo on my friend's car?
Well, no, because then they would know who has it, and then we'd have to give it back. I say
well.
She would have to give it back.
Yeah.
So
Well, would it still
I
be in the
think-
package? You might have to get him a new one.
I
So.
don't know. Can't say. But no, I expected her to kind of ask just in general, like, did somebody receive a package that
wasn't
weren't
theirs or something?
expecting, or
How
something,
long did you work with dildos?
or something along those lines?
I would be thoroughly freaked out. You all are brave. I'll give it to you.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
you
like
know,
that. I mean, don't you see on Facebook all those stories, and you never know if it's true, of if something's on your windshield, don't get out and
I
get it,
know.
because that's the way that people in creeper vans kidnap you. And so
No, that's true. And I seriously thought of that. Luckily, I was on the phone. Okay, so I was talking to someone on the phone, and that's why I put them on. Actually, I think they were in my AirPods, and then I took pictures because I was like, okay. And I did look around. No, there was literally no car around.
So you would have pictures and a recording of your kidnapping
Yeah, probably.
for everybody. Yeah,
Hell
see,
yeah.
that's still, you should have just gotten in that car and driven away 100 miles an hour and let that dildo just fly off.
Oh, shit.
That is just wasteful.
It is wasteful. That thing had to at least be. I mean, that was an expensive dildo for sure.
Well, curiosity killed the cat, but sounds like you made it through that one
Yeah.
and came out with a really nice door prize. So.
That's right. That's right. We made it through.
Yes, that's right.
I think
There's some weird stuff going on in Texas.
I know,
There
but
is.
you know what? We're making our way out of there, so we won't be there very much longer. Hopefully.
You're so
Not out of
just
Texas.
just that undisclosed
Yes.
location, or Texas in general.
Oh no, just the
Okay.
undisclosed,
Yes.
just the undisclosed
Good.
location. Yeah.
Okay, I was like, nobody leaves Texas. Everybody loves it there.
Right.
No, they don't. Nobody leaves it.
No, everybody's coming here.
that's true.
That's right. Yes, Austin is blowing up.
Yes, Austin, DFW. You know, Ashley and I. Can we say what we do? Do we want to say what we do?
You have a commercial.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
we
that's
have
true.
a
Yeah.
sponsored commercial.
So,
but-
well, I don't know.
so
I don't know if I should
if
say.
you want.
Well, I was just gonna say, you know, we're both in mortgage, and so we really see, I guess, the firsthand the influx of people that are
Yes.
moving here. So
So
Yeah.
is it real estate or the mortgage end where you finance?
finance
Yeah,
side.
finance.
Finance, gotcha.
Yeah.
So you're a lot of unhappy people with interest rates.
Yeah, except I will say I'm super thankful because right now the rates that we're pulling on our side are relatively low compared to a lot of our competitors. So right now
Well, that's
we are the
nice.
hero. So that's a
Gotcha.
good position to be in.
It's just funny for me because, you know, like our kids are out home shopping and they're like, oh my God, interest rates are 6-7%. And I'm like, my parents bought a house at 11%. And that was not uncommon. And
Yeah.
I remember when interest rates fell to 8% and everybody was going crazy refinancing. So we kind of, you know, a lot of people feel like interest rates have been 1 or 2% forever, but that's kind of not ever been the norm.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
So
no, it was for a very
fun.
short time. Very, very
Yeah.
short time.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun while it lasted, but you know, that was
Historically
kind of
speaking.
expected. Yes,
Right.
yes. So, yeah, they're just like, oh, and I mean, there were people that bought houses at 14 and 15% interest. I mean, can you imagine?
No. No,
You know?
I definitely couldn't imagine, but I also can't imagine being able to purchase a home that, you know, is $70,000 or $50,000 and it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, like, you know, and you can have a family in it too. I mean, you can't even get an
Yeah.
investment property for that anymore. So,
No.
I mean, you know.
But you know, there's a lot of things that go into that. You know, a lot of times people complain, and I'm like, yeah, but you know, it's the price. You know, obviously we didn't make as much, and expectations are so much more now.
True.
I mean, so much more. I grew up in a house, 4 kids, mom and dad, 1 bathroom.
Right.
I didn't think that was odd. I didn't think that was weird. We just waited in line, tortured each other with it, whatever. We dealt with it.
Right.
And now it's like every kid has to have their own bathroom.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and we were even guilty of it. We bought a house with 4 bedrooms or 5 bedrooms because John was like, "Oh, we can't make the kids share a bedroom," and I was like, "Well, that's what we did when we were young.
Yep.
You did too."
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
So there's a lot that goes into that.
Yay.
Ooh, I heard some jingle
Another
in my cans.
caller. Did you hear that, Aliki?
No, because
Do
I
you hear
don't
the-
have cans.
Oh, you
Oh,
hear the
that's right.
jingle.
It just
I
sounds
just
like
have headphones.
it's a little drop.
I'm an amateur, not professional like the rest of the gals.
Well, yeah, so that's the latest and greatest on our location.
Well, the
And-
plot thickens.
Yes, the plot
yeah.
thickens, and we are making strides to get out of there and find a new place with
Yeah,
a
yes.
healthier environment.
However, if he follows you there, then you know you've got some trouble.
Then we might have a problem.
You definitely have a problem. I think you might have a slight one on your hands. So
Yeah, we'll see. I don't
a little bit. Yeah,
We
that's
have
a
a month
bold
left.
move. It's a
I
bold
think,
move to buy a dildo and stick it on someone's car.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
then knock on the door so they know who you are. That's a bold move in my opinion.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I legitimately think he just thought that was her car, And he's like,
So
here you go.
So you don't think it's directed at you? You think it's directed
No,
at the other person?
I think it was
Oh,
directed
for
at
sure.
the other person.
And we're only saying that because of her profession,
Yes.
Oh.
Which is not the
Okay,
same
now
as
it's
which is she's not in mortgage.
Yeah,
so
no.
so
Not
you have a
anymore.
mortgage / prostitute office?
No.
I don't
No,
trying to
no,
make
no.
sense of this.
we
for
we
you.
share common space with just other people
Yes.
that are in different professions, much different than ours.
wide
Much.
variety. Yeah, there's like a doctor's office over there. There's I think a dialysis place that's over there.
massage therapist.
Massage therapist are definitely
makes
over
sense.
there.
Okay.
There's therapists, like counselors, an acupuncturist. So yeah,
Is that
we
hard for you to say?
it was an acupuncturist. Did I say it right?
You got
I
it.
think
You
you
got
did.
it, girl.
And I'm tongue
I
tied.
could tell you
by the way.
struggled a little bit. I was just curious.
And so I mean she's not in mortgage and she's not a mortgage lender / prostitute or anything like that. She's
No, it's like apparently the mortgage business is not paying well if you have to moonlight.
right. So
So,
yeah, we thought that you'd like that story. We were like, oh my god.
Well, I can't top that one. I haven't had any stalkers or any sex toys thrown on my front lawn in at least a decade. So
yeah, bummer, man.
Did you ever have a stalker? Like, have you ever had one in your lifetime?
Yeah,
Like a weird, creepy boyfriend or something?
Yes, I did.
Ugh.
I did.
Okay,
And-
spill the tea.
Gives me creeps.
Okay, so my name is Aliki, which obviously there's only one of me, and so everybody knows who I am. So I was going out with this guy, and he was nice, but it just wasn't meant to be. So we broke up, and
Hold
I
on,
came
we
home.
broke up or you broke up with him?
I broke up with him.
Okay, all right.
Yes, I
Set the
broke up
tone
with
here.
him.
Set the tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I broke up with him.
Okay.
And on Valentine's Day, which was probably not the best.
Oh God.
But
Did he get you something like?
I don't know. We didn't get that far. That was probably what I was trying to avoid.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
So the next day I come home from work, and my apartment at the time was off of a very busy road in our city. So people coming by left and right.
Okay.
And I look up, and he's sitting on the back of his truck with a big sign that says my full name. I love you, Aliki. Please come back to me. Like
Holy shit.
the people that beg money on the side of the road. And I was like,
Oh,
oh
no.
my God. I mean, what do? You have to acknowledge it. You can't ignore it. It's right at your street, but yet you don't want to encourage it.
Right.
I was like, oh my God. So I was like, please, please go away. And then he tried to come over, and he tried to
Ew.
open the door, and that was kind of a creepy feeling. It was
So
like,
hold on. He said,
"Ugh."
"I love you," though, and y'all weren't
Yeah.
even.
Well, I mean, we had dated for about 3 or 4 months. I mean, we had, but I knew it wasn't going. I just knew it wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
And I just was like, but I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, why can my name not be like Angie or Amy or something. It's
Right.
like I'm just like, thank God social media wasn't around, because that would have made it. Like
Yeah.
it would have been all over, and I was like, oh my God.
How old?
And so
how old were y'all? Like in your 20s, 30s?
Yeah, we were in our late 20s.
Okay.
Yeah, old enough to know better. Old enough to know better. So
Did he ever do anything after that?
No, he kind of did after his mom called and asked me to come back to him. And I kind of said it straight. Yeah.
His mom called you?
His mom
Ew,
called. I was
what
like,
the fuck?
oh, I was like, this is terrible. I mean, it's like, I'm the kind of person that if someone wanted to break up with me, I was okay with them writing me a note, sending me a text. I liked it when they would say, it's not you, it's me. I was like, okay, I'm good with that. I don't need to have anyone explain to me why I let them down. Well, I'm not going to change. So what's the point? You know? And I just was like, what are you doing? So, but the story that probably led up to it was, why we broke up was when he came into my apartment before me. He came in and was waiting on me, and I noticed that my bathroom was really clean. And I was like, why is my bathroom so clean? And he kind of laughed, and he was like, well, how we ate lunch, and it didn't really agree with me, and I didn't quite make it. And I was like, what?
Stop.
Yes.
That's
This was
disgusting.
It was kind of a disaster. Yeah. We've all had one. We've all had one in our life, but that was a bad one.
I'm so glad you got rid of him.
That's awful.
That
Yes.
just didn't sound like it was going to work.
No. However, he did not leave a dildo on my car. I will give him that. I will give him that.
Well, that would have been a good
No.
parting present, honestly.
Honey, he was trying to give you the real thing.
Oh my gosh. I was like, geez, I have kissed a lot of frogs in my day. Let's put it that way.
That is hilarious.
Have you ever had a
the fun of
stalker?
getting it in.
Yes. Have you ever had a stalker, Ashley?
Yeah, he left a dildo on my car.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got one right now.
No, like he
Other
was
than
stalking
him.
somebody else.
No. I haven't. Have you?
Think so. I mean, unless you
No,
want to
because
consider
you're living an Alan Jackson song.
Unless you want to consider Dustin my stalker, and then I married him. Oh,
Yes. You two are the most romantic people on the planet. I think it's very sweet.
We are not. Yeah, we are not romantic at all, Aliki.
I think that's so sweet though. Like you were like high school boyfriend and girlfriend, right?
No, we didn't start dating until after high school. Like about 6-7 months after high school, something like that. It was the February
still.
after graduating high school.
That's pretty close. You are definitely that Alan Jackson song, The Dance.
Well,
You're definitely it.
yeah, we're excited to go see him.
That's
and-
not an Alan Jackson song, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
The Dance is not an Alan Jackson song.
Isn't it?
It's a Garth Brooks.
I thought it was.
Google bitches, we need proof.
Oh,
Garth Brooks?
that's right. Which is it The Dance? I thought it was him.
Quit banging shit on the table.
Look it up, Dustin. Or do you know
I
for
know.
sure?
It's
Oh,
The
okay.
Dance is by Garth
He
Brooks.
does not have to look it up.
I don't need to look
No,
that
there's
up.
an Alan Jackson. Okay, you're right. You're right. I hate saying those words, but you're right. But Alan Jackson did write a song about, or maybe was it him about high school sweethearts making it through their whole life, or was that him?
I mean, he's written a lot of love songs, for his wife. And
Well,
stuff.
you'll have to tell me. You'll have to tell me when you go see him.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we will. We'll let you know.
He's pretty good. He doesn't do a whole lot on the stage, but he's pretty good.
Well, he doesn't have
He's
to. He's a
like,
legend.
It's
True.
true. It's
Doesn't have to
true.
do anything.
Just like George Strait doesn't either.
It's true.
Right.
I didn't see him. Did you get to see him?
No.
George?
Unfortunately,
Yeah, I would
not.
like to
mean-
have seen him.
What's George Strait? He's still alive.
Yeah,
I
but
know,
he doesn't.
but
He
I
doesn't
don't
tour
think he's
anymore.
touring.
Yeah.
He's not
You don't
doing-
think?
He's not doing anymore.
No, he's not. Remember the Cowboy Rides Away was his last tour.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Hence
I was
the
upset.
name. Cowboy Rides Away.
Yeah.
Now he does every once in a while. I think doesn't he do something in Vegas? I think he does. Like every once in a while, he does like a special show.
Like
in
standalone
Vegas.
shows.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
I've
probably
seen
out of
some.
my tax bracket.
yeah. That's why we haven't seen him.
Same.
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah.
Oh man.
We don't live the life yet that we get on a private jet.
No.
Fly out to Vegas and see a legend.
No.
King George. We're not there yet.
Nope.
Maybe one day.
Almost.
Oh gosh, my mom
Almost
commented on our
advice.
picture. I hope she didn't hear that song, Aliki.
I think she did. Is
Oh,
she is she spelling out freak in there?
No.
Like what in the heck?
She just said
AK.
awesome, 2 exclamation marks.
Well, that's good. Moms are always good and supportive.
Yeah, tell her she's got to come join.
Yes. Yes, she does. She does need to come join.
Come on.
All right. So so apparently you have been having a lot of free time lately, Ashley. What else have you been doing?
Man. Well, I'll tell you that, it kind of falls into this whole dildo story. The reason I was parked, so close to the back door, is, I fucked up my ankle
Ooh.
like I don't even know, 2.5 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
No, more than that.
No.
Yes.
Absolutely
It was the
not.
last time
3 weeks ago. No. Anyways, I was out of town at a friend's house in Bernie. I don't know if you know, so that's like right outside San Antonio area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
I'm not familiar with it, but
Okay.
I know where San Antonio is.
Okay, yeah. So it's, like right outside San Antonio. I was there with friends. I had my kids with me, and we were just hanging out, having a good time. We spent the weekend there, and it's the last night that we're there. They have an above ground pool, and we were swimming. I had a couple drinks, and that was it. Like literally, I was more worried about. Everybody laughed at that, but I'm like, I'm serious. I was more worried about make sure the kids were good. We're swimming,
Right.
whatever. So we're all about to get out of the pool. And my daughter, she's frantically telling me she's got to pee. She's got to pee. I have to go with her, right? She's 4. So she's like,
Yes.
you have to come with me. I'm like, okay. I'm
I'm
trying
impressed
to
she
hurry.
told you and didn't just pee in the pool.
No, yeah. They're
is-
very good about getting out to go pee.
That is.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're very good about that. So I'm like, okay, I'm coming. So I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to hurry because she's over here dancing. Like I always tell her when she has to go and she has to hold it. I'm like, dance. And she'll dance. And so I'm like, I'm coming. So she goes down. So it's above ground pool. There's a deck leading up to the top of the pool, right? So she goes down the stairs. I'm trying to come after her. She's waiting at the bottom for me. I'm trying to frantically dry off while putting on my flip-flops. My feet are, of course, not all the way dry. And
Uh-oh.
I'm thinking, I'm good. I'm just going to hobble down the stairs. No problem. Well, my right flip-flop was not quite all the way on. And I just slipped. It slipped right up under me. My left leg went back like a chicken wing.
Oh, God. You're lucky you didn't break it.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
So that night was awful. And then, of course, I have to drive back home. So from Bernie to here, that's like a 4-hour drive.
And your ankle's killing
My
you.
ankle. Luckily, it's my left one, not my driving ankle. But so I had to sleep that night. Iced it, took some meds. The next morning or next afternoon, we're leaving, and I'm just in pain the entire time we're driving, and trying to make sure the kids are good. They got to make stops because they have to go to the bathroom.
Right,
while we're driving. So
I think I would have said, enough going to the bathroom. You've almost killed Mom. You're going to have to hold it.
We went.
Side of the
Luckily,
road.
I only had to take one stop. Luckily, and I just hobbled my way into the gas station. Anyways, I got back and I did X-rays and I was good, but they gave me crutches because they just said it was bad sprain. And anyways, that's why I had parked so close to the back door, and I don't normally park there. And then I got my surprise dildo. So
That's right.
things happen for a reason.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. You need to actually
One
thank
event
Lori for
leads
this.
to another. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, thank you, Lori, for letting me come to your
That's
house.
why
And
everybody
bust
with
my
a
ass.
pool, everybody with a pool needs to plant shrubbery in a nice little round circle so everyone can just go in the middle and pee and then just get back in the pool. So you don't
Right.
even have to go into the
you're
house.
right. It's not bad at all.
No, I'm totally for that idea. If you can't afford to build me a toilet outside, then at least
Yes.
give some bushes
Yes.
so that you don't have to.
They
You
did.
don't
They
have
had
to
a
go
water
inside.
hose down there, and you can pee in the back if you wanted, and hose yourself off or the kids off.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
where we were heading. I just had to go down the stairs to get there. So
Oh, so you did that on their deck.
yes, I slipped on
Ah.
the deck going down.
Ugh.
Yeah, and of course everybody's pausing. They're like, "Are you okay?" And that pain that you're in so much pain, but you don't want whoever's with you, your kid, you don't want them
Right.
to see that you're in that much pain.
Yes.
You almost have this sense of calmness where you're just like, nope, I'm fine. Everything is fine.
That would be adrenaline.
Nobody talked to me. Yeah, I was just like, everybody was like, are you okay? Do you need to help me get up? I'm like, nope. Just let me sit here for just a second.
And collect myself.
Because I was in so much pain. But my daughter's literally right in front of me, staring at me like, Mom? Like,
Aw,
I'm
poor
fine.
thing.
Yeah, so that was awful. I'm still recovering. My ankle is still recovering, but it's better.
Yeah, she has an ace bandage on it.
Yeah.
Well, a bad ankle and a stalker. It's been a busy week.
Man, it has been a busy month, I tell you that.
Busy month for you.
Have you ever broke anything?
I've never broken anything.
No. Yeah, me neither.
I've come close.
I haven't either.
Really? Oh, wow. 3 for 3. That's pretty good.
Yeah, all that milk we drank.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my mom used to tell me.
Good genetics.
All that milk you drink. That's right.
Well, I was breastfed, so I have to say
Same.
my mom did that for me. So
Yeah. No, I was too.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, I mean,
I was too.
My mom always told me, I thought you
I think
would
it makes
be the
a
one.
difference.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it does make us healthier.
I think so.
Yeah, my youngest would always tell her friends, "I don't get sick much because I drank boob milk." So she would tell tell
awesome.
people. I didn't tell her to do that, but she would tell people that. So
Hey, my sister recently called me. Her poor baby. She is. Oh, I don't want to get this wrong. 7 months. She's gonna kill me if that's wrong. 7 or 8 months. I'm not gonna do the math right now. But little baby, she calls me and she's like, Ashley, do you think breast milk would help Everly's eyes? Because she started getting like pink eye. And I'm like,
Right.
absolutely squirt her, girl. Squirt her in the eye because it'll help. I
It
used to do it
does?
to I used to do it to my kids when they had like stuffy nose. As they're feeding, I'd like pull it away purposely and like squirt it up their nose. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
I have
Absolutely.
never heard of that.
I
Yeah,
have not
absolutely.
either.
Absolutely.
I
Look
have
it up.
not.
Look it up.
No, I
Okay,
could have
so
avoided
you were
has-
using it as like an ointment, like a topical
Yeah, it has
ointment,
healing
too.
powers. It's
Okay.
fucking
like
golden.
Neosporin.
Yeah.
Neosporin
Yeah.
So I
out of
told
your-
her, I'm
out
like,
of your
squirt
tip.
her in the, and she did. She squirted her in the eyes.
And did it help?
It's her. She's getting better. I mean, she keeps doing it, right? So
Okay, I'm gonna have to look this up. I'm gonna have to look it up.
can look it
Never-
up.
Yeah, I don't know if you should tell the doctor that. Well, I didn't come in for antibiotics because I just squirted breast milk in their eyes.
Well-
and you won't get any visit from CPS over that. I guarantee it.
here's the thing: is she took her to the doctor, I think the next day, and they were like, "Well, it's like a viral pink eye,
Oh.
so we can't
Ew.
even give her drops."
Give anything.
So I'm like,
yeah.
well, shit. There you go. You're just gonna use your breast milk. I mean, there's nothing else you can do other than it has so much vitamins, and I mean, it's just good.
Well, it does.
It's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
I could have really avoided a lot of trips to the doctor for my spouse at the time. Had I known, I could have just sprayed him with breast milk and
Absolutely.
cured all his ailments, you know. wake up and I'm spraying breast milk on his face while I sleep. What the hell are you doing? Just taking care of that little scar for
Just
you.
trying to make you better. Don't worry. Just sit there and relax. Oh man, no, seriously, I believe in it though. I really do.
Well, I definitely think breastfeeding does keep the kids, because I breastfed both of mine, and they had very little issues. So I do believe in it for sure.
Yeah,
Plus, it's so convenient.
it
It's
is.
so easy. Oh,
It is convenient.
Middle of the night, just lay 'em in bed next to you, put that boob right in their mouth.
That's right.
Go to sleep. They go to sleep. They wake up with your boob on their head, happy as can be.
That's
Yeah,
right. That's right. Preach. That was my son for freaking at least his first year of life.
Yeah,
He was
it's
all
so
about
easy.
it. My daughter, she had more trouble. She had like a lip tie and tongue tie that we had to get revised.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, she
Yeah, that
breastfed for
does
a little
give some
bit.
problems.
Yeah, but then she did
Yeah.
formula, so whatever. She got like half
So-
and half.
So now that we're on this subject, what is your all's vote on the big, breastfeed in public and the whole thing that goes, everyone gets into?
Like whether women should be able to?
Yeah, so for instance, the idea. So when my mom and I had a restaurant, we had this couple and this young woman, she was very pretty, would come in, and she would come in with her in-laws. And she would literally pull her shirt up to her neck and undo her bra so both boobs would be out. And she would just latch the baby on in the middle of this busy restaurant while her poor father-in-law is literally across from her. And she would just, and the baby would let go and look around, and her boobs are just out there. And I'm like, the poor guy, you could tell he just wanted to die. And I'm thinking to myself, what are you doing? It's uncomfortable for me. I can't imagine it's for him, because it is still a tit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I mean, I definitely don't think you should have to huddle in the toilet. I get that.
Yeah.
But I do think you can kind of put a blanket over. I've never seen a baby suffocate and die that way. You know, they usually. So I kind of am in the middle on that. But man, we've had some, you know, serious people that they're like, you know, just bear it all. And I kind of.
I will say the bear it all. Like, I don't care. You don't have to cover up from, like, I don't think. For me, you don't have to have a blanket, you don't have to have a cover up, but I think there's like not a limit, but like you don't need to take both breasts out. I mean,
right. It doesn't have to be.
Well, you don't.
Well, I think
that's a
like,
little excessive in my opinion, but
yeah.
I think like, look, discreetly, and you can do it discreetly without even having a cover up. Discreetly. I mean, just, you know, pop one out, put the baby on, whatever.
They were like, it's natural. It's like, well, so is taking a shit. But, you know, we don't just do it on the table. You know, we don't just pull our drawer. You know, it's like, I'm like, there's ways to do these natural things, you know, with some sort of...
I guess, like, if you're in public, Aliki, you don't, like... Do you not keep the restroom door open whenever you take a shit?
Do you not do that?
Well, yeah.
Or pee?
Yeah,
like, don't you leave it open?
I don't even go in the restroom. I just say it's all natural.
Just like go
I made this appetizer.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm all for, there's no shame in it, no big deal. You know, my mom breastfed in the 70s, and that was unheard of. You know, the doctors told her there was something wrong with her for doing it. So, hey, I understand that whole shame game. But,
wait, when the doctors told her not to do what?
Breastfeed.
Oh, not to breastfeed. Yeah, they said formula was superior. Oh, yeah, it was.
Is that?
That's where.
I wonder when formula came out. Like when it was.
I think it was probably in the 60s and the 70s.
So I wonder if it was they so knew.
They just discouraged it. They just said that felt like formula was better.
Follow the money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So even back in the 70s, then doctors and even at such a high level were influencing the public.
Yes.
Just because they could make more money that way.
And you didn't. And my mom had all four of us natural, which I think is a very terrible idea. But whatever, she did, and that was unheard of too. And in fact, my mom had to go to a special doctor that would agree to it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So things were very different. Now, I had my first baby 1995, and I said I was going to breastfeed. And so it was so encouraged, because still a lot of people were not breastfeeding yet, that you got this special little box that had like cheese and yogurt, and they treated you like a superstar. So it was kind of a big deal even then. So it's only recently, that probably in the past decade, that it's become, you know, like you're almost shamed if you don't. Like my brother was calling, you know how the women come around in the hospital, he's calling them the nipple Nazis, you know, the Lamaze coaches, you know.
The nipple Nazis.
You know, you will breastfeed your baby. But
oh, that's great.
But
that is great.
But I'm like, hey, that's what I kind of laughed, you know, when everyone in this country was like, oh my God, there's this formula shortage. You know, what's wrong with us? We can't even feed our babies. And I was like, you do know that we do produce food for them. If it gets really tough, you could breastfeed if you had to. Yeah. You know, I was like, I get it. You need some for those who can't, but the majority of us can if we want to.
Yeah. Like there's going to be some that can't do it, or for whatever reason, but
right. But the majority of us in a pinch, you know, I'm like, if an atomic bomb drops on our country, I don't think all the babies are going to die because there's no more, you know, formula factories. I think we'll make it through. So
yeah, you're right.
Listen, I have to go powder my nose. I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah, go on.
Are you going to go do something natural?
Yes. Okay.
Oh, man. Yeah.
A bunch of chicken rape going on.
What?
Chicken rape?
What kind of commentary is this?
I told you, he's button happy over here.
Is he throwing... Are you throwing in topics you hope we run with?
No, y'all
About
pretty much
chicken
covered the
rape?
chicken rape today. Y'all were talking
Did
about
we?
dildos and stuff. Yeah. Well, I guess, Ashley, you better do a little bit of traffic on the deuces.
Brought to you by the Funky Picnic.
Traffic on the deuces. You want me to do traffic on the
Well,
deuces?
yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, listen, guys. Literally everywhere is backed up right now because it's fucking flooded. Okay. So I recommend really just not going anywhere, especially on the highways. Don't go to Dallas, not even close to Dallas.
9 inches of rain.
9 inches of rain.
Ooh.
That's a lot
Damn.
in a desert.
9 inches.
In a
Shit.
desert. Dallas is a
Man.
desert.
Yeah, those tumbleweeds, man, they're floating.
Man, they're not. Yeah, they're gone now. They're sinking.
Yeah.
They are sinking. Yeah, we had some heavy water. All right, so y'all stay off the roads. Okay, I think we're gonna get some more rain tonight. So you guys stay safe out there. Drive safe. If there, what is that saying, Dustin? I know you know it.
Turn around, don't drown.
Turn around, don't drown. Thank you.
Yeah. If the
Do
road is
not-
underwater,
Yeah.
do not
I
drive through it.
repeat, if you cannot see the road because it's full of water, do not drive through it. I swear to God. If I see one more news posting about that.
There
that
were
peop-
200 water rescues going on
God
earlier
dang,
today,
man.
and that was
I
around 12
know.
o'clock.
Why do people think they can go in viaducts?
Yeah.
I
don't-
don't
and
understand.
they're- and
they're
they're not
all so
just-
shocked.
And they're not just like big trucks who think they can barrel through the water. They're like little cars.
Yeah,
Who think
yes.
this would be a good idea. I don't think I'll float away. And then they end up doing that. I just don't understand.
Well, even if you don't float away, I'd still be pissed if I flooded my engine up
Yeah.
the exhaust pipe with water. I like that. I don't want to have to come home and explain that. Well, I thought my lowered Honda Civic would make it through 8 feet of water. I mean,
I was wrong.
he's gonna
you know?
have something to say about that. I would think so.
Yeah. God.
Yeah, they
there's
do
so
it here
many.
all the time. All the time.
You know, they always warn us. Turn
Yes.
around, don't drown. Nobody
know.
listens.
No, it's kind of sad.
So right now the rainfall totals for DFW Airport is 8.7 inches. Fort Worth is sitting at 9.29.
In how long?
Last 24 hours.
Like, yeah, not even.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a flash flood right
yeah.
there.
Oh, it was bad.
Yeah, that's flash flooding.
I think
Yeah.
we're gonna have some more at the end of. I thought it was gonna be the whole week, but I think it got moved.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like end of
there's
the
a small percentage pretty much every day this week, but it's fairly low. Not like today.
Hey,
Yeah.
but did you know that I think but percentages, do you understand? Okay, I saw this on TikTok because I just got on TikTok and I've been
Excited.
learning a lot. I am. When it says 30% chance of rain,
Yeah.
it's not that it's only got a 3 out of 7 or 3 out of 10 chance it's going to rain. It's going to rain in 30% of the area.
Right.
Oh shit! I didn't know
So-
that. Are you serious?
I didn't either. Yeah, that
So like
is
it's
what,
going to rain. Like that's it.
and
It's gonna
30% of your of the viewing
rain.
area.
What the hell? I did not know that.
That
I
is
thought
what
it.
Let me
I thought
fact
it
check that.
was. I thought it
I-
was like 3 out of 10. It
It
might
was on
rain.
TikTok, so
Oh,
it's got to be
it's
true.
gotta be true.
It's got to be true.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I could have a college degree after 3 straight weeks of watching TikTok 24 hours a day. I know so much right now. It's just bursting
I
at the
seriously do
seams.
learn things that I'm like, are you kidding me? Where has that been?
Right. Yes.
I'm surprised
It is
every time.
pretty useful. Yeah, I do like it. So that's what I heard on there. I was like, okay.
Listen, I did not know that. So that's actually really good to know. I always thought it was like 30%. Then I just always thought
I
in my
did
mind,
too.
oh, it's probably not going to rain then. 30%.
Yeah, like I can
80%
go
chance
ahead
not.
and I can go ahead and go to the
Did you
pool.
say 80%? It's not. Poor Dustin over
No, there
here.
was an 8. There was an 8 on my phone screen. Calm down.
You need to watch TikTok more, Dustin.
Yeah,
Get your
probably
math
so.
right.
All right.
Well, I think
was
that's what I've been told.
Elena, your nose looks very powdered.
Oh yes, yes. Had to.
Did you take
know.
selfies and gossip in there?
I'm so hungry now.
She doesn't have her cans on.
She
Oh,
can't hear you. Cans are not on.
Aliki's trying to talk to you.
Okay. Okay. I'm coming.
Whoa. Those are off limits.
Are you gonna crunch
What?
on your?
Why are they off limits?
Because we got to do them on the pod. It's not. You can't just be snacking on those.
God
Oh, sorry.
dang.
What
Elena.
are you
That was
snacking
Ricky's
on?
one rule before he left.
Was it a
I
secret?
didn't know.
Did you just bust a secret?
She's busting open some nuts over here.
Nothing happened.
Oh,
I'm
speaking of
starving.
nuts. Speaking of nuts.
Who's gonna?
Hey,
I
you're starving.
have-
Ashley's
Okay.
got some.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay,
Go ahead, Aliki,
Aliki.
and Ashley, get your stuff ready.
You're so
I just wanted to tell you that I was introduced to a Southern cuisine that is excellent. And I don't know if you all have it out there. We do not in Kentucky and we do not in Tennessee. But the moment you hit the Georgia border, every gas station through Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, has these cauldrons of boiled peanuts.
Ooh.
Do you all have this? Oh my God.
No, we don't.
You are afraid to do it. You think this is kind of sketch. I shouldn't be doing this. But we were in North Carolina and his family pulled out of the freezer this bag of peanuts and they go, "Do you want some boiled peanuts?" And I was like, "I don't know what that is, but okay." So they warm them up. They are so fucking awesome. So apparently you take green peanuts from the field, raw peanuts, before they're roasted,
Okay.
and you put them in a pot of water and you boil them for like 3 or 4 straight hours. And you can put seasoning in it. Like you can do Cajun or just salt and water. And you boil them until they get real soft. And then you crack them open and you eat them. And I'm telling you, they are like crack. Literally. Okay. Every night we would leave his family and go to our hotel room because we brought our dog. And so we had to have a hotel room. And we would stop by this, Chevron and get $20 worth of boiled peanuts every night and sit in bed and just eat them for hours. Yes, it was a lot of peanuts. It was. So then we liked them so much that we stopped and got a half a bushel, which is a lot of peanuts, by the way.
Half a bushel?
Yes.
That's what they're called when you get them?
Is it 1824?
I don't know what that means.
The year?
The year specifically.
Yeah.
I still don't know what that means.
Like a bushel? Like, that's so old school. Like, is that...
Oh, well, that's what they call it. That's farmer talk.
Oh, okay.
You should know that. You have a farmer. You have a farm.
You're going to have to get up on the farmer lingo.
Huh?
Lingo.
I have a ranch, not a farm.
You should grow peanuts on your farm because it needs sandy soil.
Yep. It actually used to be. That was one of the things that it used to be was a peanut farm. And probably, I'd say, what do you think, Dustin? 60s? 50s?
Yeah.
Something like that, 50s, 60s. It was a peanut farm.
Well, you should grow them again and then boil them. They're awesome. I'm telling you.
It sounds delicious.
I boiled peanuts for like 3 straight days. I just had it going everywhere. I had them in a crock pot everywhere. And now we have a freezer full of boiled peanuts.
I love nuts.
They're awesome.
I love nuts. All kinds of nuts.
All kinds. Spicy nuts.
Varieties.
Well, these are the best nuts. Yeah, these are the best nuts.
D's nuts. Yeah.
Cajun nuts.
Cajun nuts.
Oh, man.
All the nuts.
I know, I do. I do love peanuts, though.
I'm so upset.
Well, you all would like this. So.
Dustin will not let me snack on his nuts.
Honestly, that was so rude.
I'm sure Dustin would let you snack on his nuts, but
oh, I don't want to.
He won't let you snack on Ricky's nuts. No, that would cause problems.
I'm out, bro. I'm out.
That would make Christmas way awkward.
Definitely.
Funky Picnic is a locally owned and operated brew pub located off of Bryan Avenue in the heart of Fort Worth.
At Funky Picnic, we serve specialty beers that are all brewed in-house.
Hey, Sam, do y'all serve food?
Yeah, we have a full menu. Appetizers, salads, dinner plates, burgers, and sandwiches. We also have a daily special. You can get a cheeseburger and your choice of our Kolsch, Mexican lager, or Hefeweizen for only $10 every day.
Follow the Funky Picnic Gram to stay up to date on new beer releases and any future events, from trivia to drag show.
To schedule an event or private party, check out the form on our website at funkypicnicbrewery.com.
Funky Picnic Brewery, because all moms love a good Mexican lager.
Traffic on the deuces.
Brought to you by the Funky Picnic.
All right, so y'all stay off the roads. Okay, I think we're gonna get some more rain tonight. So you guys stay safe out there. Drive safe. If there, what is that saying, Dustin? I know you know it.
Turn around, don't drown.
Turn around, don't drown. Thank you.
Traffic on the deuces.
Brought to you by the Funky Picnic.
Ouachita River Haven is a year-round vacation destination in the heart of the Ouachita Mountains. If you're looking for a place to take your family or a special loved one, the Ouachita River Haven is a great destination. Located in west central Arkansas, they offer a variety of accommodations for your vacation, from primitive campsites to a honeymoon cabin with a hot tub and champagne. Take advantage of all the property by renting a kayak or canoe, or take a tube down the clear and clean waters of the Washita River. Book your trip or get more information at WashitaHaven.com. That's OUACHITAHAVEN.com. You can also call them at 870-326-4941.
873-226-4941.
Washita River Haven, your mom's favorite place for rest and relaxation.
Listen, Ashley has some stuff over here, and I really want to try it because I'm so
Okay, Aliki. All right, she's starving over here. So here's what we're gonna do. Okay. Have you heard the SNL boys talk about jerky.com?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so they introduced it to me, and I love beef jerky or any kind of jerky. So I've been buying it, and it's actually been really good. I've been trying different kinds. So they have like an exotic line.
Ooh, like alligator.
Yes, alligator, venison, elk, and then their newest one that they're testing out right now is antelope.
Ooh.
So I think it's going to be similar to venison. I think that's what the feedback is, that everybody says that it's tasty.
Yeah, I've heard that deer jerky is the best.
Yeah. So we've had different kinds. I only brought the exotic ones today because we all wanted to try the exotic types. Like I have other beef jerky at the house, but this one, yeah. So.
Okay,
Elena?
Tell us about this jerky. Is it like chewy? Is it hard? What is it? Softer?
So they have a couple different types. So there are some that are more tough, like your I guess you could say like old timey beef jerky. That's just like tough to chew, tough to rip apart, right? And then they also have like a softer line. What's that called? You guys remember what that soft line's called?
Dustin Wood. I'm not on.
It's called brick.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, which is weird because it's softer, but it's called brick. So
Well, it's called I should know this. Doughead's gonna kick my ass.
Doughead is gonna be so disappointed in you.
Hold on, give me just 1 second.
Which I just tagged him in a post.
Give me just 1 second.
He's gonna look it up. Okay, so they do have a softer line though, and then they have a like tougher one. And then I really think for the most part, I haven't had like a really, really tough one, which is I don't. Yeah, I mean, I think they make
I like
ones
a softer.
Yeah,
I like softer.
Yeah.
I haven't had like that super. My dad used to make venison beef jerky, and venison beef jerky. I mean venison jerky, and sometimes he would make it, and it would just be so incredibly hard. So you just have to like kind of suck on it for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's what she said.
Bricktown.
Every man listening to this is going to really enjoy this conversation. We went from nuts to sucking on it. I'm feeling this totally.
So I'm excited about these. Yeah. So, okay. So you picked the first one.
Okay. I've already tried the alligator. So, Aliki, we have here Cajun alligator jerky.
Have you ever had alligator?
I have, and I like it.
I love alligator in general, right? So I've already tried it. I'm going to try it again because it has been a while.
Okay.
And so Elena and I are going to try this one.
Okay.
I will say, try not to let the smell deter you.
Oh, no. I'm very smell sensitive.
Okay.
Oh, no.
It's too late now.
This
it's
too
late.
Oh, no. Okay.
Just try to hold your nose because I will say, and I'm just saying this because I want people to know. Here, look, just a little piece.
No, you have to prepare me.
Yeah, so you put it in her head.
Well, I want people to know this because this was my first experience with the alligator jerky. It tasted very good. The Cajun flavor was bold.
Okay.
Like it came through Cajun-y. That's what I wanted. But I will
just
say,
don't breathe on anyone.
The smell of it was slightly, I think I would describe it as swampy.
Well, that makes sense.
But it's an alligator, so
right.
I think I'm being honest,
I feel like we need to play the part. Like we need to go put some camo on and like
review. Put some like face paint on.
So
I want to hear your best Cajun accent.
Go, Elena.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, crocky.
That's not Cajun.
That's Australian.
What's the guy that hunts the alligators? You know what I'm talking about? Who shoots them? Shoot them.
Yeah. Shoot them. What was the woman's name? He'd say, shoot them. God, what was that? Oh, that was a great show. All right. Did you eat it?
Okay.
She currently has it in her mouth right
Elena
now.
is not a fan. I don't
She's
think.
giving the no-go signal.
Have you tried it, Dustin?
No. I guess
You're
I
gonna
will
have to try it.
I guess so.
Yes. I bet it's good.
Just one small piece.
Elena's struggling. She's on the struggle bus.
That was too big of a piece.
That was a really small piece I gave you.
Can I have some of that water down there?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks.
Here you go.
Oh my god. I think it's about to come up.
No way.
The swamp is in my mouth. Okay, I'm just trying to swallow it.
Well, you can't live in Louisiana.
Oh.
She won't make it.
It's swampy. I'm saying that it's swampy, and was my first impression as well. Not one that I would frequent.
Okay. Oh god.
Please do not make that noise.
Just wait, Dustin.
It's like the aftertaste for you?
Mm-hmm.
The later on? Okay.
Yeah, it's the aftertaste.
Not a fan.
Listen, I am not a picky eater. I'm not a picky eater. The texture was good. It was not super hard or super soft. All of that was good. I'm just not, you know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'd be out on that too. It was. I had a small piece.
But do
and
you
that's
all
all I
like
can handle.
alligator in general?
When we go to Razoo's, normally I get gator tail, like the fried gator
Yeah.
tail.
That's the only kind I've ever had, though. I mean, that's
Yep,
probably not a very good.
Like the fast food version of it.
Yeah. You fry anything and it's going to be good.
Yeah. I've had like in New Orleans, I've had like gator sausage and gator in my omelet, and
Oh, wow.
it was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm never going to try that one again. So
Okay. All right.
I'm glad we got that one out of the way, though.
Noted. I wanted to do that first because I kind of thought you were going to have that feeling. So.
Because it can only go up from here.
Yes, that's right.
Doughead, I am not saying anything bad.
Nope.
Like I said, the texture was good. It wasn't super hard. It wasn't super soft.
How about the Cajun flavor?
The seasonings were good.
Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with the actual like what y'all did to the jerky. I think
that
it
was
just
me.
has to do with that it's an alligator, and I'm just not a fan.
But you understand what I'm saying? It's a swampy.
It was.
It's yeah.
That's a good.
That's the only thing
description.
That's the only thing I can
Yeah.
think to describe it.
Well, I wish that would have never happened, but now I know. So I need a refill on my
At least you
tea.
can say you tried it.
Yeah. All right.
yeah. You can say now that you have tried.
We need something to cleanse our palate.
Alligator. Like what?
Are you still hungry now? Or did that fill you up?
Did your hunger go away?
So full right now.
Okay. I think we cannot lose with venison.
No, we can't lose with this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what's the flavoring of it?
This is just original.
Original.
Okay.
So,
All right.
okay. Here we go. Dustin, you want to try venison?
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get this venison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, venison, regular, really good flavor. Peppery
Yeah.
Yeah,
flavor.
that's pretty good.
Soft.
Oh yeah, that's good.
We're a fan of the venison.
Now you're making me hungry.
I'm sorry, I know. We should have shipped you some.
That's okay.
But if you do like jerky, definitely check them out because I will say,
Okay.
other than the alligator, okay, I
I
have been a fan.
No, I have to
You
try
gotta
the
try it,
alligator.
yeah. But I
have no
have been a
choice.
fan of even they have different the beef jerkies. I've tried the Chipotle bourbon.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Ooh, that's
Lemon
probably really
pepper.
Root beer.
Listen, I was surprising.
Good.
Yeah, that surprised me, and I didn't really have a root beer flavor, but
No.
it was really the flavor of it in general was really good.
Mm-hmm.
People make hams in root beer.
Hams. Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
You put a ham in I use Coca-Cola and pineapple, but some people will put it in a crock pot
pineapple.
and they'll just put, like Dr. Pepper or root beer in it and just let it sit.
That sounds
really good.
delicious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a roast this week. Dustin asked me on Sunday. He's like, "Babe, will you make one of those roasts? You haven't made them in a long
Do you
time."
make the Mississippi roast? Have you tried that?
I've done that one. That's not his favorite one.
Ooh,
I like that one. Yeah, I like that.
that one.
'Cause I like
mean,
the
a whole
peppers
stick of
and-
butter.
Mhm.
Where can you go wrong?
Yes, absolutely.
I like it.
No, he wants like the classic, mixed veggies,
Traditional.
traditional.
Mm.
Yeah, with the gravy. But I know which one you're
Do you
talking
make
about.
it in the crock pot?
Yeah, crock pot.
Yeah. That makes it the best.
Listen, what night are you gonna make this?
I'll let you know. Probably
Easy,
tomorrow.
easy.
She's gonna get her crutches out. She's gonna hobble on over.
Yeah.
Just wondering.
I've got that on the menu for this week. Tacos, and then my last thing that I'm gonna attempt is keto zuppa toscana. You know, like
Oh, I
from
made
Olive
that.
Garden.
I made that one.
Oh.
Yeah. Super
Yeah, but isn't that have like the tortellini noodles in it?
So it's got potatoes, sausage, peppers, kale, and some other things. Yeah.
So what are you gonna put in instead of?
So instead of potatoes, which is really the only thing that makes it not keto, is that you use cauliflower, and it's supposed to
that'd be
be semi-close. So we'll see.
It was.
And
I
what
made it
is
keto
the-
style, and it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And isn't there okay? What is it's? It looks like it's a turnip. A lot of times they say use turnips because it's lower
Oh
in carbs, and a lot of times it'll soak up and be like you're eating a potato.
A turnip rather than using like cauliflower, or the
Yes.
okay.
Like
Because it's
to
like
substitute a potato.
I don't know what
Yes.
a turnip looks like.
it looks like a big white potato almost. It's a root vegetable,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a lot lower. I mean, it still has more carbs than I mean, I don't know how low carb you're going, but it does kind of give you
Oh,
that kind of potato feel because it'll absorb the flavor of the soup.
the ones that I'm seeing are like purple and white. It kind of looks like a radish almost.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
big. And it's
Oh,
not
okay.
like a radish is like, you have had a radish. you
Yeah.
know. It's pretty strong.
Yeah, it's bigger.
So you have to try that.
But more carbs than cauliflower.
Yes.
Okay, so kind of
Yes,
like in
yes.
the between. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's on the menu. I'll let you know, Ashley. I should have a
That'd be
lot
good.
of soup, very little roast, because yeah, my HEB pickup order today, they gave me like 1 pound of roast, and you know that's gonna
the
shrink.
tiny one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
that's going to be like 2 ounces. That's going to be
I'm
like
supposed to go pick up another
petite
one. Just do two
fillet.
at the same time.
yeah, probably.
There you go.
Get a good 2
it'd be like 2 petite fillets.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, what's next on
All right.
the menu?
Next, we have teriyaki elk jerky.
Okay, all right.
Give it a try.
I love
There's
me
a little
some.
piece
I
here.
love me some elk. Makes me feel like I'm in Montana.
I have never had elk, but oh, it's really good.
Does it taste a lot like the venison?
It's a little bit gamier than the venison.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
It's softer.
It's soft. It is softer. This one is teriyaki flavor too, so it's a little bit different.
I thought that the venison was pretty, was a lot more tender than the normal beef jerky, than the cow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do too.
I thought it was. So you're saying this is more tender than the venison?
I think so.
It was pretty close. This one is silkier, I guess, because the venison had like a peppery seasoning.
It
This
could've
one's
been
just
the
teriyaki.
that made it softer.
Yeah, that's
the
true.
marinating.
Have you had elk before, Aliki?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a restaurant here called Game, and
Oh.
it's just all the antelope, elk, ostrich, any alligator, any unusual, and they just make like hamburgers and appetizers and all kinds of different things. So yeah, we went and tried a bunch of stuff. So
That's cool.
it's pretty good, if you cut it right, with sausage, or you can always make it taste good. The only thing I have not had is bear.
Oh,
Oh, that would be interesting.
I've never had bear. I heard it's like really greasy roast beef.
I wonder if jerky.com has that.
They don't have bear, but they do have ostrich. They do have kangaroo,
Ooh, I don't know.
which
about
I have
that.
not tried. And they also have, there's another one. I feel like I'm missing one that I haven't tried. Oh, they have like chicken breast jerky.
I think we tried
They
that
probably
one.
have
Don't try that.
turkey.
Buffalo.
I'm sure they have
There's
turkey.
buffalo
Oh,
Jerky.
buffalo. Do they have turkey jerky?
I bet they do.
Yeah,
Turkey
yeah, they do.
jerky.
Now buffalo's awesome. I love a
I'll have
buffalo
to try that next.
meat. I love buffalo meat. It's
Okay,
very good.
honestly, I think I like the venison better than that one. I love elk, but just out of those two, the venison.
I think I like the peppery seasoning on the venison more than I like the teriyaki.
Yep. Yeah, and I think that.
Well, I
might
would
be what
just
it
tell
is.
you, beef jerky is a big thing in our state, and I think the consensus is that deer jerky is usually some of the best you can have.
Yeah. Which I'm anticipating this antelope jerky to be similar.
Oh, you haven't tried it yet, huh?
No, I'm opening it right now.
Did you?
Did you already try it?
Nope.
Oh.
I didn't get any. No.
Okay, well, so we
I
can't
bet they
give any
have
of that to
reindeer,
him.
Don't
too.
give me any.
Yeah,
I bet they have reindeer
Don't
too.
give you any?
yeah, he's gonna do it with Ricky.
Yeah,
Oh.
Ricky will probably have some.
Here, I'll have this one.
Mm.
All right, and it's just original.
It looked tender. You cut it in half pretty good.
Yeah, that just tore in half. This is just original, and it's peppery like the venison was. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
A little tougher. Mm-hmm. Actually. I know it tore easily, but it is a little tougher.
Yeah. Can you hear me chewing?
No. Mm-mm. Well, you're not throwing it up, so it must be a lot better than that gator.
Aliki, should have seen her face. I literally thought she was going to upchuck right there.
It almost happened.
Oh, I could tell
Dear
she
God.
was trying to be. She was trying to be very polite.
I should have brought in a bucket.
Like, oh, I don't want to say this out loud, but I'm gonna die.
Listen, I like the antelope. It's a little bit tougher than the venison, but it tastes similar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I still like the venison better.
The venison, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's good though. That's good.
But I think I'm going to vote to keep it. So whenever you do jerky.com, Aliki, you can sign up to be a taste tester.
Yes.
And you don't get anything free or anything, but you just, like, they open it up to the taste testers that are on, like, the Facebook group and everything first. And then you can go in and buy the tastings at, I think it's like at a little bit of a discounted price. You get it earlier than everybody else.
So it's like a flight?
Yeah.
A flight?
Yeah, you can get, and it's only like one time, like it's one flavor.
Right.
Like they just came out with one that I ordered. It hasn't come in yet, but basically you just get to vote and you vote to keep it or kill it.
Like fuck, marry, kill?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Although antelope, that was their surprise drop.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think they're.
This one's staying, right?
Yeah, I don't think that it's. So the keep it or kill it. You vote to keep. If you vote to keep it, then they're going to replace that one with one of their current flavors. So then you have to try. They give you two options on what to kill to replace that one with, and then you got to pick which one. So there's a lot involved with it, but it's kind of cool. It gets everybody involved.
Yeah.
They.
It's like crowdfunding.
Yeah, and then if you're one of the top people to order first, they send coins out. Like they have diamond, platinum, gold, and silver and bronze coins, depending on the order in which you place your order, because it opens up at 11 o'clock. So we've got a bunch of diamond coins over here, just saying.
I'm telling you. I find it, what I find very interesting about beef jerky is that it costs more per ounce than filet mignon. And it's like, when you really think about how expensive beef jerky is, and I'm sure it's not the best part of the animal,
Yeah. And
I always find it kind of funny because I'm like, because John loves it. And so I buy it and I'm like, it's like $12 for, a 5-ounce bag. And I'm like, geez, I was like, this is really
you need to get on
expensive.
jerky.com and get him some good gifts.
Well,
I will. He would like that.
These are 1.75 ounces.
Yeah, they're not a lot. I will say, and some of them come in like two big pieces that you kind of have to break apart. It just depends on how they come in.
Normally,
but then there's some of them where they're all broken apart. So it just,
I kind of like the big slab pieces, though. Like, I feel like you get better quality whenever you get that big piece of meat on it. Mm-hmm. But their prices are pretty reasonable.
Pretty good. All right, well, I'm gonna have to do it.
We bought the black pepper, a pound of it.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember how much it was, but we've been eating on that bag for a while, and they're all big pieces. I do recommend the black pepper.
The lemon pepper is
She
really
likes
good.
lemon pepper.
Mm-hmm. Lemon pepper, yeah. That
lemon pepper was one of the first taste tester one, and everybody voted to keep it. So
yeah, that's a good one. I have that
at
the house right now.
And then sent you a diamond coin.
We didn't get a coin on that one.
They also have extra snacks, not just jerky. So I actually did order some. I love sunflower seeds because I grew up playing softball, and that's all we ever ate. So I got some dill pickle sunflower seeds,
yum.
and let me tell you, they are
yes,
far superior to like the big brand or whatever other brands are. But they're really good. And then I also got the peanuts. We were talking about peanuts earlier, not those in the can that Elena was trying to eat. They're in the bag and they're in the shell.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
So they say you can eat the whole thing, but I don't.
Oh. Don't. I had an ex-boyfriend do
can't.
it, and
Is
he
he
ended
no
up
longer with us?
He is with us. But he bled from his asshole and had a colonoscopy, so don't do it.
Are you sure that was from the peanuts, or was that from that?
The shells. Not from anyone's dildo that was left on his car.
Oh, good,
It was
good,
from
good.
the shells. Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
It says it on the bag. It's like you can eat it all or something, and I'm like, no,
Yeah,
fuck that.
I
I'm
don't
not
think-
eating the shell.
You can like
think that's a
suck
lie.
on it. to
Birds
get the
don't even eat
seasoning
the
off,
shell.
But then
Yeah,
Exactly.
so I suck on the shell because the one of the flavors I got is like the spicy hot. It's something spicy, and literally I will sit there and suck on it for like at least 3 seconds before I break it open.
Yeah.
It's
Don't
so
eat the
good.
shell.
I'm not gonna lie, it's so good. Anyways, they have other snacks besides jerky, so shout out.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, that was really
More
good.
stuff for me to spend my money on.
That's
Thank
right.
you for sharing that with me.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the gator one. I apologize.
If you would have saved that one for last, I would have been pissed off. I would have been mad.
Yeah, you would have.
I would have been mad. That almost came up. Doughead, I'm sorry. I just couldn't. I really tried to play it off, but
Did you see the newest
Kill
thing?
it. Kill it.
Where if you just submit a video saying a new flavor that you want to try that they don't already have, obviously.
Oh yeah.
He's been making it and just sending it, mailing it to you.
Oh, he mailed somebody got on and made a video for Nashville Hot,
Yeah.
which I think would be fucking bomb. And he made a batch and sent it to this guy and was like, "All right, here, try it.
Yeah.
Let me know what you think." Like he just sent it like a sample.
He's done. Yeah, he's done it 3 or 4 times now.
So should we?
pretty
Well,
awesome.
you're not getting
We're
you're
looking
not
at-
getting any gator, Elena.
It's in the works.
Oh hell
We
no.
need to do a joint. Can we do a joint video? Do you already have
We can.
ideas?
A little bit, but we're definitely open for other
I have
better
an
ideas.
idea.
Yeah,
I
we
have
should
ideas.
we
You
should
do?
come up with a
Alright.
flavor. Yeah, let's
do
come up with
it.
a good
Let's-
flavor.
Let's don't give our flavors away
Okay,
here
we're
on
not
the
gonna give it away.
pod, but
Oh yeah, we can't.
we'll talk about it later. But yeah, we need to. So, Aliki, I don't know if you know or not, but the owner guy, he kind of walked in on our studio a couple weeks ago,
Yeah,
like
he.
Oh, really?
unannounced. Yeah,
During the podcast.
during the podcast.
Wow.
We were so starstruck.
Rang the
That's
doorbell and
cool.
all. Yeah, rang the doorbell and all. You need to see. Y'all
They're out of
posted-
Oklahoma City.
Y'all posted the TikTok.
Yeah, they're out
yeah,
of
it's on their
Oklahoma City.
TikTok.
Yeah, you're on TikTok.
I did
You should
see.
be
I
following
did
us.
see that.
Yeah.
I am following
The blue
you.
glasses
I did
guy.
See it.
The blue
Yeah, the
glasses.
blue
guy.
Yes. Look, you are reaching your fans. You are reaching the public.
Oh, I'm telling you,
you're
we're
touching.
getting so
you're,
big. It's ridiculous
You
around
are.
here.
It's huge.
If we could
Huge.
just get, some sponsors.
They can't keep up.
Hey, we're gonna fly. We're gonna fly to Vegas and see George Strait before you
We
know
got
it.
That's
expenses.
right.
George Strait.
Shoot.
Those were really good. I like those. Yeah, you should definitely get your hubby some. He would enjoy them.
Yes, he
Because you
would.
can get
He
there's the bags are pretty small and you could just get them like a variety.
Yes, he would like that. Just a little
Variety.
taste.
I think they even have like an exotic bundle where it comes with like I don't know if all the exotic ones, but it comes with like several exotic bags, and so they're all
Flavors.
different. Yeah, so they're buffalo,
Yeah.
venison, elk, whatever.
I bet the buffalo would be really good. I like.
Yeah,
buffalo.
I need to try that one next. I haven't tried that one yet. Yeah, those are good. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of those. Okay, all right. What else we got?
Aliki, do you need to take a break or anything?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Ash, do
I'm
you need
just
a break?
eagerly anticipating the next topic.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I might take a break in a minute, but right now I'm okay.
Okay.
I have to call the kiddos here a bit.
Yeah. Okay. Do we want to talk about grinds my gears?
Yeah. Aliki, do you
Yes.
so on this segment of what grinds my gears? So yeah, do you have any topics? So I jotted some down that I was trying to think of. I'm sure there's more, but I thought that would be fun if we brought this up and just talked about something
What
that
gets on our
really,
nerves?
yes, that really gets on your nerves, really grinds your gears. It could be literally anything.
Well, I definitely have something that makes me contemplate murder many
Okay,
times,
yeah.
about 10 to 15 times a day. So, in our city, our mayor, which was probably the most, should I say, unqualified person to lead anything, much less a city, decided that to take our taxpayer money and instead of, paying police or making our schools better, he installed millions of dollars of bike lanes throughout our city.
Oh, boy.
And his big dream was for all of us to ride bikes to work, which is not happening and never will. He has the nickname Mayor McBike Lane because of how many lanes he put down and how much asphalt he poured in the city.
Damn.
However, anyone who rides a bike refuses to use the bike lane or the bike paths, and they just act like they're a car. So they want to have the equality of a car, but yet obey zero laws.
Right.
They weave in and out of traffic. They run red lights. They don't stop at stop signs. And if you, for some reason, get too close to them, they will scream at you. I have no problem when any biker gets yelled at, cussed out, or maybe knocked just a little. Oh, it drives me crazy. I hate bikers.
Yeah, especially if they've been given the, that extra lane that you're talking about. I mean, it's like, it's not like they're being discriminated against by any means.
And nobody's riding their bike to work. It's all for exercise. So I'm like, fucking go to the park where there's literally 50 miles worth of bike. They will ride their bike next to the bike path that we put in. Literally. And it's like, that drives me crazy. And we live right by a major park in this city, so they're all around in their stupid outfits with their dumb beehive, helmets on, and going 2 miles an hour and acting like they're traffic on a 45-mile-an-hour drag. So, yeah, that really grinds my gears, literally.
I could see that. It makes me so nervous to drive next to a cyclist. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Because most of them, obviously, don't have any sort of mirrors.
No.
So every time I drive by them, I am on like edge because I seriously am like, what if they dart out in front of me thinking I'm not there, and I run their ass over, and they do. But oh my god, I get so nervous driving by anybody on a bike.
I was just leaving our neighborhood. I don't know. I think this was like last weekend sometime, or 2 weekends ago, and I'm leaving the neighborhood onto a main road that the speed limit's like 50 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a race or anything like that. It was just like a group of people on their bikes working out in the morning. Well, I'm like, okay, well, I need to let them give them time to freaking pass because they're like in this big group, right? And they're just like going. But they're not going 50 miles an hour. I mean, they're going fast, yeah, but not 50 miles an hour. So I'm like
not
waiting.
Fast enough.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for them to pass so that I can get onto the main road there. But then, I'm on the main road. It's only it's 2 lanes, one going one way, one going the other way. And then you have all these people on their bikes. And so I'm having to wait for the opposite side of the road, no cars coming, like oncoming traffic or anything like that. Because I'm about to haul ass. And like I said, it's 50 miles an hour. And these people are just like, there's a shoulder. There's a shoulder.
They're going like 4 miles an hour and you're late for work. And they're riding in front of you like you're supposed, they're just moving with traffic.
I don't understand them taking up the lane. I don't get it, especially when there's a shoulder and B, a whole path, like you were saying, that y'all's city made. So it doesn't make any sense. Will somebody please call in? We need somebody to call in and explain this mentality.
Yeah, they think they're better than everybody. They think they own the roads. It's terrible. And I would get it if you were saving the planet by riding your bike to work,
like producing energy.
Yes, they're not. None of them are. They're all out exercising. So I really and it's so encouraged in the city now that they just get away with whatever they want. So I don't like bikers.
Okay.
All right, that really grinds your gears. Thank you for
sharing
that.
Well, you want to check your blood pressure after that one? Because
I know it's up there.
You were squeezing the microphone.
I feel things
we could hear it.
I feel things very deeply. I'm a very
I'm just
emotional
checking on you,
person.
just making sure we don't need to take a break, check your blood pressure,
Well, my kids will always laugh because I will roll the window down and I will scream,
"Damn!
I thought you were a car," because they won't. When they run through a red light and I'm like, really? Really? Is that what I have to wait? And you're just, it makes me so mad. I always love it when they get real scared and they're like, oh, because they weren't expecting it.
Oh, man. Okay, look, I have one that has to do with traffic or at least lanes of the cars anyways. So I'm gonna go after you. So, when you're sitting in traffic and somebody's trying to get over and you can tell they're trying to get over, right? But they don't put on their blinker, and I do not understand this. And here's what I'm saying is nobody fucking knows you want to get over,
right?
unless your blinker is on.
Preach.
Right.
It drives me insane, especially when you're in traffic. Now, if you're like in the open lane, you're like the only car, whatever, do what you want. But when you're in traffic and you're trying to get over, put your blinker on, or just put it on, just so people can see it. Because there's one nice person out of the 50 are going to be like, oh, go ahead. Yeah, sure.
That will let you do it.
But they wait until there's a slight opening, and then they put their blinker on for like a second, and then they just dart over. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I feel like it's more annoying whenever you're on the passenger in the vehicle that you're talking about, rather than just being like somebody driving by.
And you're like, put your blinker on. Put your blinker on.
Being the passenger in this situation, I'm literally staring at Dustin right now. I'm burning.
I know. I was going to say it sounds.
This is ridiculous because I've been behind her and she does not use her blinker.
Yes, I do.
No, she doesn't.
You're being targeted, Dustin.
If I'm in my own neighborhood, I don't, but I do everywhere else.
I'll explain on the boys' podcast. I'll let her have her moment.
It's not true.
I'll
I'm
be
very
quiet
good about
this one.
using my.
I believe you, Elena. I totally believe
Every
you.
time Ashley's with me, I think you can attest to this. I get so mad at people that don't use it. If I'm in my own neighborhood, that's one thing. But if you're on the highway,
there's not. Your rules
are saying.
So she's being rude to the neighbors, but not to strangers.
It's like
we live
makes
in
up
the
her own
county.
rules as it goes.
No, we live in the county.
And that makes a difference.
It's not.
I was past the city line, and you get mad at me because I don't use my blinker on Renfro, turn into Christopher right here. And that's the county.
Oh, you mean like the turning lane? You know, like you're supposed to get in the turning lane. And there's oncoming traffic going 50 miles an hour going about. Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
I would like to say that if you're in the turning lane, I think it's expected that I'm going to fucking turn. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm saying
I don't feel obligated to put a blinker on when I'm in the turning lane because.
What about getting into the turning lane though?
Okay, getting into it, yes.
And there's oncoming traffic.
Lane, yes, if I'm getting into it and I know what you're talking about. Traffic's coming the other way. Yes, I will put my blinker on. But once I'm in it, I can't guarantee it's going to.
Also, if you don't put your blinker on, but when you're going into the turning lane, you're actively slowing down, which is also slowing the people behind you down. So if you put your blinker on, then they're like, oh, okay, I can go around. Mm-hmm. So then you're not putting other people out.
I hear you. I hear you on that.
Okay, now here is the other side of that argument. How about when you do put your blinker on and you're merging onto the expressway and your lane is running out and no asshole will let you over? I don't like that either. And we had a friend who disliked that so much that he just rammed his car into the woman next to him because she wouldn't let him over.
Oh, shit.
What?
But you know what? You know what I learned? Here, this happened to my mom. I'm glad you brought that up. My mom was getting, this was, God, years ago. I have to say at least 10 years ago. Anyways, she was getting on the freeway, right? And there's an 18-wheeler already on it, just going. And she thought he was slowing down, and she started to get over, and he did not. And so they wrecked. She had my little cousin in the car. And luckily, they were okay. She didn't flip. She got hooked onto the truck or something.
Oh my god!
Oh god! And drug down the.
Yeah, and then somehow it unhooked, and he kept driving, and finally stopped. She thought that he was like, she thought he was ditching it, but no, he stopped. So, anyways, the cops come. They're doing a police report. Everything's going on. They tell her that it is her fault. They said that the people already on the highway have the right of way. So I did not know that at the time. It may. Okay, Dustin says that yes, it is true, but
I can see
that is crazy.
I can see that, but what are we supposed to do? Drive down the shoulder 50 miles an hour for a mile?
I remember she was like, I was running out of, like, I had no more road. I had to get over, or I'm gonna hit the freaking concrete, like the median or whatever. And then
if you
she
stop
got a ticket
completely, it's not like you're going to be able to get on the highway when everyone else is going 70 miles an hour and you're just at a dead ass stop.
And there are some people that will literally, it's almost like they see you're trying to merge and they're like, okay, well, I'm going to go the speed limit now and just drive right by you the whole way. Ooh, that's bad.
Or the people that speed up, like you're trying to get over or something like that, and they're like, instead of slowing down, they speed up just to be assholes.
People are such assholes on the road. I swear. It's crazy.
So I'm with you on that. Totally. Yeah. Because it's like, I'm always like, well, where do you want them to go?
Yeah.
I mean, they're trying to get on. You know this. You have no choice. So, yeah.
So, grinds my gears. I really had to think about this one because I feel like there's a lot that I don't really care about.
or cared for.
Okay, yeah.
Like that really grinds my gears.
That you don't take offense to.
That I don't take offense to. Yeah.
Okay.
The blinker deal, that's a good one because I am 110%. Yeah, that grinds my gears. Mine are pretty just like basic. Mine are so basic. Smacking your food.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You know, like when you're at a restaurant or the bar or whatever, and
Smacking your lips.
Yeah, you're eating and then you're talking and then you're just smacking and mouth breathing at the same time. It's just gross, man.
Yeah, no.
But according to TikTok, that is like a mental disorder. That
Really?
When you can't stand to listen to someone else chew, it makes you crazy. Yeah, so.
So I'm the crazy one. Okay.
Yeah, so
It is.
you have.
We
a
already
mental
knew that though,
disorder.
so.
Yeah. The only reason I say this is because in our household, John and his kids are crazy about it, like crazy. Like if it, like you could be eating something, you could have Laffy Taffy in your mouth, and you have no choice but to separate your teeth and your lips in order to breathe to get it down, and they go crazy. So there's been some fights over that. I mean, I'm very polite, but sometimes it can go too far. So don't let it get out of hand.
Oh, there's a name for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Misophonia.
Yes.
Trigger sounds.
Yes.
And respond with stress, anger, irritation, and in extreme cases, violent rage.
Oh my god.
Yes. See? I'm telling you.
So can you watch those ASMR movies or videos?
What's
do
that?
those bother you? Like on TikTok,
I don't
where like somebody's making dinner, let's just say, and you don't hear anything except them like chopping up.
Oh, I
meat.
like those.
So those are okay.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just when people are.
It's
chewing,
when they
they're
chew.
eating
yeah.
or drinking.
I think it's not so much the actually. Let me back up. It's not so much the sound of the smacking. It is the chewing and the open mouth and the talking and just
visual.
like, yeah.
Well, I can see. Yeah, you don't want to see their food. I get
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can't understand what they're saying sometimes because they're actively chewing and trying to say something.
Yes.
So
Now,
it's
I do have to agree with that.
Chew
Yeah.
your food, swallow
get
it, and
it.
let me know.
I get it.
But be careful. It can get out of hand. And then I would hate to hear about you like punching someone in the face because they were at a bar eating peanuts too loud or something.
No. It's not the sound. It's just like I don't know. I don't fucking know. Okay, so I have that one, which is so minor. The only other thing I have, again, this is just really minor, is not replacing the toilet paper in the bathroom.
Oh
But
god.
listen, I'm.
That isn't minor. That's major.
I would like to say
That's the person that does it all
that
the time.
even though she brought this up, she has fucking left me stranded before in our undisclosed
Same.
location.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
I cannot believe
He
you brought
said
that
same.
up. I
He
swear.
said same.
Aliki, I knew that would trigger both of them.
She knew she did that on purpose. Oh my god.
Especially
time-
when it's serious bathroom.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Listen.
you're really in trouble.
One time I went in literally right after her. Okay, Leaky, right after she walks out, and I'm like, oh, I gotta pee. Just pee, luckily. But I go in, and I look down. Luckily, I hadn't sat down yet, but I look down. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I sent her a Snapchat of the empty, like I had my phone with me. And I was like, are you serious? So when I come out, she's like laughing. Luckily, there was toilet paper in there, but I'm like, oh my god.
A true story. You've done that shit to me
Well,
though
that's a good
too.
one.
You have. Both of you.
I don't think so.
Both of you have. Dustin's terrible at it. Oh, it's terrible. He just.
Or they leave one sheet, and so
Yeah.
you're trying
Yeah.
to
I didn't leave it
carefully
empty.
get it off the roll without
Yeah,
ripping
and you're
it.
just
and
like,
oh.
use every single morsel of it. And it's even
Yes.
worse when it's one ply. And I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this?
No.
Like, what part of my ass do you think this is going to wipe?
Right.
Not
Yeah.
None.
The John Wayne rough and tough and
Zero.
don't take shit off nobody.
God. Okay, but that's all I really have. And those are both kind of lame, I know. But
Okay. All
You're a
right.
very
could
nice
prob-
person.
you could probably ask Dustin,
Ask him what?
what grinds my gears?
He
Evidently.
might know better than you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think about it, Dustin. Okay, he's thinking about it. Aliki, you have any
Yes.
more that grind your gears?
I don't like it when the toilet seat is left up and I go to the bathroom at 2 a.m. I feel like I'm falling to hell. I don't
Oh,
like
that's
that.
a good one. That's a good one.
That is the most terrifying
That's awful.
feeling because why is it? I mean, I know an inch counts sometimes, but why is that
Sometimes.
inch so damn important?
Oh, okay.
But you know, but I mean, isn't it? I mean, you feel like you are falling forever and you're half asleep and you don't know what's going on.
Yep.
So
I have a funny story.
That's the worst.
So was it at this house, babe, or the old house? I think it was the old
I don't know
house.
which story you're talking about.
The toilet seat story. Whatever. Okay, so I think it was at our old house.
General story.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I
remember that story I'm thinking of that, was it here or was it there?
Well, she said her toilet seat
that really
story.
grinds my
so
gears when you start,
she
should have known.
Assuming.
She said her story.
I set the stage.
Well, yes, and it made me think of the story I'm about to say, so I just assumed it made you think of the same story too. No? Okay.
Continue.
I think it was at our old house, and it was in the middle of the night. I don't know. I had to get up and go pee. So I got up. I went to the restroom, and, you're just, like, in that daze. Your eyes are, like, half closed. It's dark. I don't ever turn any lights on if I get up at night, because then if I turn the light on, I won't be able to go back to sleep.
It wakes you up. Yeah.
Right.
So I'm in there, and I'm peeing, and next thing I know, Dustin's ass is in my face.
What?
And he was like sitting down. He didn't know that I was there because he couldn't see me.
Oh my
and
God.
I just remember like pushing him away. I was like, whoa, whoa. And then we both just like start laughing because I didn't see him coming, didn't hear him. I'm half asleep. He obviously didn't know I was there.
Oh my God.
And he was going to pop a squat, and I was like, whoa, hold on.
What
I'm
if
like
he
yelling
had
at him.
gone right on you?
Okay,
Thank
well,
God
here's
he
a
was
question.
going to sit down and not like stand up and like pee,
And
because
pee
he would
right
have
on
got
you.
he would have hit
Yeah.
me for sure.
So did you? He woke up at 2 a.m. to poop. I mean,
No. He does that at night. He likes to. I
Oh.
don't know. He just like sits.
Well, no lights on. I mean, Jesus.
That is true. Oh, I'm sure no lights on.
Like, I don't
his
want to pee on
aim-
the
dark.
wall.
It's
yeah,
dark.
his aim's
well,
gonna
you
be
all
bad.
are rarely worried about aim.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
His
you're
aim's gonna
worried
be bad.
then.
That's good that you're worried about that, Dustin.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it's just safer, if
Not a
you
bunch
sit
of
down.
hoodlums.
If you sit down and
You're
it's
right.
dark.
I understand why you're doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. That is hilarious.
Okay.
That made me think
oh
of
my
that.
God.
Yeah,
that's a good one. That's a good story.
Like for you to look up and his ass is right there, and you're like, "Whoa, hold on."
I don't
It
know
was
how.
dark.
It must have been really dark.
You just see this big black thing in your face.
I don't know how I didn't hear him. Like I didn't hear him get out of bed or anything. I just must have really been truly half asleep.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one. Oh, shit. Okay, so I have some that are kind of like have to do with a kind of grammar. Really drives me insane. Okay, really grinds my gears when people are typing and they don't capitalize the letters that should be capitalized, the first letter of the sentence. Everything is lowercase. Also, when there is absolutely zero grammar. I mean, punctuation. No punctuation. It's like one big paragraph. Like,
How do you survive texting? Because that's the way it's done with everybody.
I know, but it drives me insane. But listen, Elena voice texts all the time, and I do it sometimes. But
All the time.
when I hear her do it, and then I do it the same, she's saying something, and then she's like, period, blah 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 blah, comma, blah blah, and I'm like, that's how you need to voice text, not just rambling off.
Will it do it for you,
Yes.
or will it put the word comma?
No,
in?
no,
No,
it puts
it'll-
it. So you can do period, comma, like you can do question mark, exclamation
know that.
mark.
That's crazy! Exclamation mark.
Yeah.
It'll do exclamation mark.
You can do OMG and it will do it will legit put in OMG. So that drives me insane because people will be like, "Oh, I was voice texting." I'm like, no, that's literally no excuse. I just
There-
can't.
Well, I am guilty of doing that. 'Cause
I have
I didn't
to-
know I could put in the punctuation.
Now you know.
Yeah, now you
I
know.
know.
So implement it. So there is this way.
Implement
Woo,
immediately,
okay.
please.
Yes, ma'am.
No,
God.
because I'm about to tell you this story, and I don't want you to be this person, okay, Aliki? I'm just like,
Okay.
I'm looking out for you.
Looking out for me.
Yeah, there's this one person in Ashley's life, and I'm not going to mention who this person is, if it's a male or female, but doesn't matter.
They're
And
undisclosed.
undisclosed, and no matter what, this person, whenever they send text messages, there's no punctuation. There's like, you would think that this person is, can I say this? Are you okay with me saying this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what you're saying next, but go ahead.
Well, you know who I'm talking about, though,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Okay, I just want to make sure you're okay with it.
Avi.
Yeah. So every grammar is terrible. This person will go from one subject to the next, and it's just terrible. So anyways, the last time that Ashley got a text from this person, I was like, okay, because she wanted me to read it, and so I said I started laughing. I was like, no, I want you to read it, and you cannot take a single breath. Like, you have to follow how
read
this person
read it as it's
Yeah.
texted.
Yeah, like, don't you like try to do the whole text message, and it was a long ass text message.
Did it
and
make
so
more sense that way?
No.
I was like, don't breathe. She made it a few lines, but that was about it.
I tried so hard, and there was literally no. I don't even think there was a period till the very end. And I'm sitting here trying to read it, and it's like bouncing around.
Some of the words are made up. Like, okay, I think she meant. I mean, the person. I think. I know. Whoops.
You're talking about me, right?
Yeah. Like Ashley. I think that person meant this word, and we're just kind of like having to fill in the blanks. It's hilarious. It gives us something.
But
to laugh
that's
about,
the future. That is the future. I'm telling you, we're gonna start having like
the
when
word
you
to
go
text?
get your PhD. It is. It's gonna be that way because that's how they all do it. I mean, in Kentucky, something that so many people say, and it drives me crazy, is instead of I saw it, they go I seen it.
Oh, I don't.
I seen it, or I done seen it. And I mean, these are people
That's some
on
Oklahoma
Facebook.
shit right there.
Yes. And
I
they're
done
on
seen
Facebook
that.
saying, I done seen this man in my backyard, and can you help me identify him? And I'm like, why? You have to read that and say, that does not sound right.
Right.
I mean,
They don't say, can you help me identify him? They say, can you help me tell who this is? Like,
No,
you may-
actually,
who this is.
No, actually, the weird thing is they will say identify. So I'm thinking to myself, they think that's proper grammar.
Yeah.
That's what's weird. It's like if your whole post or your whole text is like on a second grade level, I'm like, okay, I know where we're at. I get it.
Yeah.
But when you mix it in, it's weird.
Right.
I don't, and a lot of people do that.
My
Yeah, I
mom
agree.
used to get so annoyed with me because I would always say, like, oh yeah, yesterday night we went out and did da 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 da.
Does that. She still does
Yesterday night.
She still does it.
Yeah, she's like, she would get so frustrated because she'd be like, last night, Elena, last night. Oh, she gets so mad. I don't know why I do that either. I really don't.
But I mean, it's correct.
Yeah,
I mean, it is yesterday night.
Yesterday night, I went out and
You're not wrong.
had a hamburger. No, it's not wrong.
It sounds different, but
awful.
you're not wrong.
Yesterday night. I don't even know where I got that from or why I do it, but I do it and I can't stop, and y'all cannot make me.
Well, it ain't right. I don't feel like it ain't
right.
It ain't right. Yeah.
I done heard it, and it ain't right.
Maybe that's my Oklahoma side. I don't know.
Probably. Oh my
Yesterday
God.
night.
Listen, I have one more that I thought of because I recently ran into this situation. And it just listen, it's nobody's fault but my own, but I'm still going to say it because
I'm glad that you're taking responsibility for it.
It really grinds my gears when I do this to myself. So, you know how you're craving cereal, okay? You got to have it. It's literally the only thing that you want, right?
Little Lucky Charms.
You're excited. You go get the box or whatever it's in. You pour it in the bowl only to find out you're out of fucking milk. This happened to me the other day, and I was just beside myself.
Okay, you live
And
like
since you're the one
literally
that buys the milk.
100 yards away from the grocery store.
I understand that, but my bra was off and it wasn't going back on.
You don't need to. You don't need to put it back on.
Have you seen these? Yes, I do. Anyways,
When you have children, you need a bra. That just
well, you
goes
just like
with
put
it.
a big T-shirt on and walk in there.
girl, I don't think you
Or a hoodie.
understand the magnitude. I do not. Anyways, so I was so mad at myself.
Hilarious.
Oh my God. It was literally, I had to pour it back in the I was just pissed.
That's
So that really grinds my gears. But again, it's no other fault than my own, but still.
Now, see, I thought you were going to say, and I was understanding your pain because you have children. I thought you were going to say, when the cereal bag is left open and it's stale.
Oh,
yeah,
Dustin's terrible about doing that.
Listen.
Oh, he just leaves the whole thing, the whole box,
Yes.
everything wide open.
And cereal's not cheap.
What the fuck?
So it's like an $8 box down the
Yes.
drain, one bowl out.
Gone.
Yes.
Yeah,
One
the
bowl.
worst.
His bowl
Yes.
that he ate was the only thing that was important. He
That
don't
was
want
good
any
and
more.
fresh.
Good and fresh. Anybody else that comes after him
Yeah.
is screwed.
Yeah. So that is, but kids are notorious for that. They'll rip it
They
open,
are.
shove
Yes.
it back up, and they don't even bother to fold the cardboard top down. Like they just own it.
Yeah.
So I started buying those like containers that you pour the whole thing in because it just makes it easier and it keeps it fresher.
Does it though? Does it keep it more fresh? You just
I
said
think-
it keeps it fresher.
That is.
It's just like a single serve.
fresher.
It keeps it more fresh.
Keeps it fresher.
Fresher?
Is that not a word?
Fresher's a word.
I think it's a word, but I don't know if that's grammatically correct. It keeps it fresher. It keeps it more fresh.
I think it could go either way.
Plastic containers. It keeps your cereal more fresh.
Or Nona says, or when you open the box and it's empty. That too. Or when there's like
when there's
literally the crumbs at the
Yeah.
bottom. I'm like, who the fuck put this back in here?
Yeah.
Yes. So that you
That's the
think you
worst.
have it.
Yeah.
And you don't.
And then you
Okay.
pick it up and you're like, nope, there's
Hold
nothing
on.
in there.
Do you like it a little sog or do you like it crunch?
No.
We've had this.
Crunch.
We got to have some crunch.
Ugh.
I want a little crunch, but look.
Elena likes the sog, man.
Ew.
That's just weird.
Ew.
Okay.
No.
Not the whole thing, but I will
No.
say I will eat
None
some
of it.
sog life cereal.
Do
Hell
you?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you want to see your milk all the way on top of your cereal, or do
No.
you need to
No.
see like mostly cereal?
I need to see
No.
mostly cereal.
Yeah.
Mostly cereal.
Yeah.
Milk.
Dustin likes the milk
puts
overflowing.
let me give you an example, Aliki. Like imagine Honey Nut Cheerios because this is the easiest thing to imagine. I'm going to tell you the ratio. Okay? Imagine a bowl and imagine like 10 Honey Nut Cheerios in the bowl. And now I want you to take your milk and I want you to fill this bowl up
Fill it
with
up.
milk. And so you just see these
the brim.
floating
To the brim.
to the brim and you see these floating Honey Nut Cheerios on top. That is his ratio.
Oh,
Ask me if he
God.
drinks the milk. He does not. He just eats the cereal and then
Whoa.
he
What?
leaves the milk.
Correction, I will step in on this. I drink the
You
milk every
waste
time.
The
I do
milk?
not. When was the last time you
That's
saw me eat
terrible.
cereal?
Dustin, you better drink that milk.
No.
That'd
You
be
are telling
awful.
lies.
He leaves it a lot
This
of the
is
time.
somebody Google this because this is false information.
Why would that be
Yes.
on Google?
Is there going to be YouTube videos of Dustin laughing,
No.
putting a whole bottle
I
of
will-
or a whole
Next.
I'm gonna start.
Dang.
I'm gonna fire up the Twitch tonight. I'm gonna eat a bowl of cereal in front of y'all's,
I hope you
And
do.
show
you alls, and,
I need
and
to
show
see
y'all
you
that I
alls.
drink the milk. There
That's
might be
fine.
a higher milk ratio. I'll give her that credit, but I don't waste the milk.
Yeah, eat it.
No, I do not.
And you always have to
You
drink
gotta
the
drink
milk.
it.
You-
You have
Always.
to.
Do you want dinner tonight or not? Because you might be just drinking a bowl of milk.
Well, it'll probably be yours that
Yeah.
you left behind.
Yeah, ew, I could never do that. I could never drink somebody else's cereal milk. Absolutely
Ew, no.
not.
Just like you
I
can't
can't believe you
drink
would tell
the
lies like
last
that.
third of someone's drink. Ugh.
I'll do that.
Well, if there's alcohol in it, because that kills the germs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
look. The ratio deal was spot on.
Yes, but the other one was false, and you know it because I saw that smirk on your face. You're trying to get a
But
reaction.
doesn't
Yeah,
the
she
cereal
was trying
get
to get a
so
reaction.
soggy? Doesn't it get so soggy and gross?
I like soggy.
He likes
Oh,
sog.
God.
Everything.
I can't.
Vegetables,
Mm-mm.
sog.
Oh,
Everything sog.
Only if
Put it
only,
in a blender, he'll eat it.
No,
Ugh.
you are.
Ew. She's ruining you. She's ruining you for anyone else.
blend up all the food. That's all. He just wants it all.
Suck his
Soggy,
turkey dinner through a
soggy.
straw.
Not.
That's sick. Okay, I'm
false
exaggerating a little bit. I'm
Slightly.
embellishing.
She's playing radio.
Slightly.
I'm embellishing a little bit, but the ratio deal was spot on.
It was cool.
It was cool.
He's a sports athlete.
What was that? What was that?
No, we got some kind of Twitch notification over here.
Oh, what's going on?
It's, I don't know.
Oh,
The computer's acting up.
crunch.
Hear it in my cans.
She said crunch.
Well, that's not what it was, but
Nona. Who's Nona?
it would be Aliki's friend.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, she said she likes crunch cereal. Yeah, she wants it to be crunchy.
yeah. I
That's
do want
right.
some crunch, but I'm okay with
Vicky
some
knows
sog.
what she's talking about.
I'm okay with some sog. You know, especially if it's life. Shouldn't get soggy if you only.
The only
No
one that I
soggy.
can be okay with a little bit slightly soggy is the frosted mini wheats.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That-
those
Well, they
kinda
get
have to.
because it gets soggy.
Yeah, I
fast.
need those to get a little
You got to
bit,
eat it fast.
Yeah.
But I want the frosty white part to be crunchy. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes, I agree
The rest
with that.
a little bit sog, but the rest the white part.
Okay,
has
so
to
what
be
is
crunchy.
your
yeah.
favorite cereal?
Okay, so my favorite cereal is Raisin Bran Crunch
Oh.
with
Ooh.
sliced bananas.
Mm.
To be specific.
I love
Has
that.
to be the Raisin Bran Crunch though. I need the granola crunches in it.
I love that combo. That's a great
It's
combo.
delicious. I might have some tonight. I don't know.
I think mine is, I'm so basic.
I swear to God, basic white bitch.
So I love that combo. That's a great one. But my all-time favorite is Life. It's Life cereal. I love me
Y'all
some
are
Life
very
cereal.
healthy. See, I think of eating cereal as cheating on a diet because it's not great for you. Really.
I never
It's not
grew
that
up
healthy.
eating like Lucky Charms, Cocoa Puffs, none of that. Honestly,
I didn't
there's
really
a
either.
lot of that stuff I've never had in my life. I mean, I was
Oh,
7
you're
years old
missing out.
eating grape nuts.
Oh, great! Now that should be
I
outlawed.
love that shit.
That is the most disgusting.
I love grape nuts
crap.
with bananas. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
there's not enough milk to wash that shit down.
Now
Ugh.
that gets zog.
Yeah.
Oh, that I hate. My mom loved that. I can't stand
I
that.
love grape
Did y'all ever
nuts.
have the Rice Krispie cereal with like a pound of sugar on it?
Yes.
Yes, I was
Absolutely.
gonna. Yes, the cornflakes, cornflakes
yeah, yeah.
or corn checks.
Oh, she's talking about putting
With
your own
ton of
sugar on it,
cereal.
right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you,
Like
you
you
sprinkle,
Yeah.
use the
you
regular
sprinkle
Rice
my own
Krispies,
sugar.
yep,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you
Because
just
there's
pour
no
a spoonful
sugar.
of sugar on
Right.
top.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah,
And you
so-
gotta-
And it would actually, you want it in the bottom,
That's
and so when
right.
you scrape your spoon,
Yes.
That's
you
right.
get up a big
Ew.
and oh yeah,
Alana wouldn't know nothing
that
about
is
that because
good.
she don't put enough milk in it.
That's
That
right.
is good.
Wow.
That is good.
Sugar, cereal, milk, mix it up. But
So-
Damn, I want some Rice Krispies now. I haven't had those in forever.
I
You're-
haven't either.
So
Snap, crackle, pop, bitches.
you
That's
said
right.
cornflakes. That made me think, okay, so like if I was my mom and I was buying cereal for us kids, between cornflakes and Frosted Flakes, she would have gotten the cornflakes.
Well, yeah, because she's a mom and
Yeah.
she makes a good choice.
Well, I'm just saying, you were talking about like the sugary stuff, and I'm like, no,
Well,
I
but
never
for
grew up on that.
me, but I didn't grow up on it either. But I still look at cereal as a treat. So if it's gonna be, if I'm cheating on my diet, it's gonna have sugar in it. So
Yeah.
I'm going for Lucky Charms with extra marshmallows. And at Kroger, the generic Lucky Charms has more marshmallow ratio. I've
Ooh.
done
Oh, really?
extensive studies on this, so I know this. Or Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, I love me some Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yes, I like that. So those are the two
My
things
kids love that too.
if I'm gonna
only had that a few
eat
times.
cereal,
Oh,
but
man,
I don't.
it's so
I
good.
rarely have cereal, but it's good.
I also love Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah, they're
Crunch.
good.
Have you had the Crunch one?
No.
Yeah, it's like cinnamon, Honey Nut Cheerios, but it's called Cinnamon Crunch, I think, and that is
Like
my
cinnamon
shiznit.
granola.
Oh, that's probably
Yeah.
good.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's really good.
That sounds good.
But yeah, now that I don't have kids at home, really, I don't eat much cereal.
Yeah.
I love cereal.
It's a good midnight snack for me.
It is. It is a cheat meal for me as an adult now.
But
A midnight
sometimes my
snack
kids will
for me is
request it.
popcorn.
Oh,
Oh yeah, kids love cereal.
Yeah, they love it. I love good popcorn though. For sure.
I do too. Because it doesn't have a lot of calories in it. You can eat tons of it, and it's not that bad for you.
True.
Love me some movie theater. You can't beat movie theater. I
Yeah,
always mix the kettle
that does
corn
have a
with the
lot of
butter.
calories.
And then you
Yeah.
put extra butter on it.
Have you ever put Parmesan cheese?
I mix it. Yeah, the kettle corn and the butter. So then
Oh.
some bites are sweet,
Yeah.
some bites.
Yeah. The Parmesan cheese powder that you sprinkle on.
Just
Or
the
like
shaker
act-
Parmesan cheese,
Oh,
like
you
out
would
of the
sprinkle
green
on-
can.
Like you would sprinkle
Yeah.
on spaghetti.
Yes.
I haven't done
The
that.
yeah, it's
I
good.
haven't done that.
Never done that before.
You have to try that. That's really good. It has a little bite to it.
It's more of
but
a
it's good.
savory popcorn.
Yeah.
Yes.
And not as sweet.
Yes.
We do like the powders, like the actual ones that are made for popcorn. But
Yeah.
you know what?
Right,
That
right.
would probably be better.
Yeah, Parmesan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But it has to be like you can't get like the fancy, the real Parmesan cheese.
Yes.
It's got to be the sawdust that comes out of that green can. So,
Yes.
because that's what I think most of it is, honestly.
Sawdust.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
I feel pretty sure. If you taste real Parmesan, if you take real grated Parmesan cheese and then that stuff that comes out of the green can and you taste both, you're like, huh, I don't think they're in the same family.
Something's up here.
Yeah.
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 There's something in
I'm
there.
being deceived. I'm being deceived.
Either way, it's good.
It is. That's true.
Gotta put
I
on
didn't say it
some
was bad
spaghetti.
sawdust.
No. You got to sprinkle that on spaghetti
Yes.
for sure.
So, one of my friends, I went to lunch with her last week, and I love talking to her because she's always like giving me the latest and greatest with politics. I mean, the latest
Well,
and
that's
greatest,
probably
like
interesting.
conspiracy theories, like the whole shebang, and I love that shit. So, anyways, actually, Ashley and I, wow, that was
Actually, Ashley and I.
Ashley and I were talking about conspiracy theories the other day,
Yeah.
and she mentioned a really good one, and so you should tell Aliki.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay. So, a conspiracy theory. So, I started thinking about conspiracy theories that you either 100% believe in or you at least think there's something there. There's some kind of basis there, right?
Right.
So, I started thinking about it, and I truly, this might sound crazy, but I truly think, okay, that Area 51, I've always thought that is interesting. And I really feel like there is some sort of, I don't know if I want to call it a UFO or if I want to say it's some sort of like just, I want to say out of this world type.
Extraterrestrial?
Yeah. Is that the word to say? Anyway, yeah. I think there's something there that either they're testing or they're just keeping secret. And I really do truly think that we are not, like there's other living things outside of the Earth. Right. So on different planets.
Yes.
And I feel like, even though they are far, far away, and I understand that, but I feel like they have visited here. And I don't know. I just have this, I don't know. So I started thinking Area 51, I think, is where they keep, like, they're very secretive about it, right? It's not even on a map, but they always say that the military's there, like, testing.
Yeah.
Just testing.
Bombs and missiles
Yeah,
and
just
stuff like
making, just making stuff, testing it out. But I don't know. I feel like there's something there.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
How do you feel about the pyramids? Since you're talking
They
about...
were not built the way they said they were. No freaking way.
It's a solid question. I mean, if you think that there's other beings out there, do you believe that those other beings may have helped with the pyramids? Or do you think that humans actually did it?
I think there was some other help. I don't think that it was just the humans.
Yeah.
On Earth.
Or they had more technology.
Something with someone, something whatever, with far advanced technology than what we had.
Yes. Now here's a twist on the whole idea, because I'm totally with you. But sometimes I wonder if maybe in the future we master time travel and it's not aliens coming and visiting us or bringing us technology. It's just future humans that come back and they're just looking at the earth, seeing, like you take a vacation. Let's go visit 1985 and see what it was like. And then that's what it is.
It's like a vacation,
yeah. And they're like, I can so see that. And maybe they do sometimes are like, I kind of feel like you might be screwing this up. And so they kind of give us a little leg up.
Okay.
I like that idea.
But
that's pretty cool.
I like
that
that thought process. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I will say this. I'm fascinated by the idea of aliens, but I sure as hell do not want to be here if they decide to visit, because it makes me very nervous.
Yeah.
That was going to be my next question
idea.
Is like, okay, so if you believe they exist, do you think that they have, do you think that they walk among us?
Well, they could.
Boom, boom, boom.
Right? I mean, if they had the technology to be here hundreds and thousands of years ago, you would think that they'd also have the technology just to blend in.
And stay. Or breed with us.
Take over.
Yeah.
That's
I just don't like that. I just don't like the fact that a lot of people say they get abducted and then experimented on, and I'm sure some are nuts, but if even one of those stories is true, I don't like the idea of that.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
It makes me nervous.
You got a comment in the chat about the Egyptian pyramids.
The whole Egyptian civilization was working on the pyramids. You don't need aliens to explain the pyramids.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, but
what about how each one of those stones were like tons?
Yes.
How did they move them with just ropes
and logs? And can you imagine the time it took? And they had to float all this stuff down the Nile, and it's not even like they had mountains right next to them they could chisel this crap out of.
You know who this is? Commenting?
Hold on, let me look at the name.
Ricky.
Nope.
I
Oh, okay, cool. So you're basically, back to that comment. So you're basically saying that because there was a whole civilization, there was a lot of people working on it, that's how they were able to master that craft, is because there's a lot of brains going into it. They didn't have a lack of manpower. I mean, but how long do you think that took then?
I mean, has this person have never seen a construction crew working? It takes like 48 men to dig a hole and look at a pipe. So you think that a 10,000 men were able to construct those pyramids in like 10 years? Because it's not like any of these pharaohs lived very long. It's not like they lived to be 108. They lived to be like 24. So there's no way they were doing this in a decade. I mean, I know they had slaves, but not hundreds of millions.
And I know that they had, I mean, of course, they had other ways to, like, the ways that they built stuff were not the way we did things, obviously. But I think that they had creative ways of.
My phone died.
And it's probably just that's how they always operated. But I don't know. It just.
Making like hoists and pulleys.
Yeah, yeah. And like. They're working smarter, not harder, I'm sure, in most instances. But I don't know. It's just
okay. So our bridges only last 100 years, but these pyramids with no mortar have lasted how long? I mean, really, think about it.
Right. And also, okay, well, we can go even deeper with this. Is why were they built?
We should get old Montre on. I think that he would.
What?
I mean, they claim they were tombs, but I mean. Seemed awfully over the top for a tomb.
Right. And where did everybody go? Why did they just disappear? I mean, the Egyptians are still there. There's still Egyptian people. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, what happened to that civilization for it to just be gone?
Well, yeah. I mean, the majority of the people who built them were slaves, so...
Okay, he said something else. He says, it's fine that we don't completely understand how they did it, but you can't fill in the parts we don't know with aliens. Fair enough. The old world Egyptians are who built them, not the new world Egyptians, like we are told. Okay, so we need to look up. I'm gonna do some research on this.
What's
not right
the
now,
difference between
old world Egyptians and new world?
So he's suggesting that they had more technology than what we're aware of.
Well, and maybe he's saying that the Egyptians back then, I don't know,
had more technology.
If you look at the, I can't read it actually. If you look at the,
which I can see that, I can definitely see them having technology, and then us losing all record of the fact that they had. I mean, we assume that they had nothing.
Right.
They didn't. That they had no electricity. That they hand carted this in. But was it that way?
Right.
You know, I mean. You ask a kid why we fought in World War II, and they don't know what you're talking about. So history gets lost very quickly.
Yeah, he says if you look at the King's List, it goes back thousands and thousands of years. So that is a long ass time if you think about it that way. I mean, I guess whenever we think about the Egyptians, it's just like a blink in time, just because it was so long ago. But at that time, if you've been ruling that land for thousands and thousands of years. That's a long time. I mean, if you think about America, we've only been here for what, 300 and, as a nation, I'm talking about as a nation, we've only been here for 300 plus years. So thousands of years compared to, we haven't even reached one.
But weren't these tombs built for instance, I become, ruler of America, and I say, hey, when I drop dead, I want to have a nice grave site. So they build this big monument. It's got to be in my lifetime. Isn't that sort of like King Tut said, hey, build this pyramid and bury me in it? I mean, he only lived to be, 18 years old?
Right. So you're saying
it didn't take thousands of years to build his pyramid. It took probably 10. Because what would he take over when he was 7 or 8? I mean, he didn't have a long life. So that's where my question is.
Yeah.
They commissioned these monuments to themselves, and it was built in their lifetime.
I wonder if there were more of them and they just kind of like disintegrated. So now we only have a few left.
I would think they would have found evidence of it, because I'm sure that whole area has been mapped out as much as
by archaeologists and everything. He says the credit is given to New World Egyptians, but the New World Egyptians kind of just
inherited it and claimed it as their own. Okay.
So he's saying that the people that live right there were not the same people that, it's not the descendants of who built it?
Yeah, which I've heard too that, you know, well, without getting into too much political stuff and race and all that kind of stuff, I've heard that too, though, is that the Egyptians that do live there now are not the same race of people necessarily as the Egyptians that were there when the pyramids were being built.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. All the land in this world's been conquered several times and mixed with, I mean, we're all related somewhere or another down the way.
Is that what I'm asking? You said it was Trey, babe? Is that what you mean by the old Egyptians and new Egyptians? Is that it was a different race of people? Because I have heard that before.
But what difference would that make on ability?
Well, not on ability, but when we think of Egyptians, we're thinking of, I guess, a different type of civilization, period. Okay, I can't read that. Will you read it, babe? I can't see it from here. My phone's dead.
Yeah, it says, if you read the literature, you will see that there is at least 10,000 years of water erosion on the Sphinx enclosure.
Okay.
What's that? What's the Sphinx enclosure?
What, the base?
The Sphinx
probably
is
the base.
Okay, the base.
The base of it.
Sphinx or Sphinx?
Spinks.
Okay.
Sphinx.
It's Sphinx. The cat man.
So with that 10,000 years of water erosion, then how thick was the base to begin with?
Right.
Because that'd have been huge.
Yeah, it would have been ginormous.
So is he suggesting that there was raw material more readily available because the landscape was different?
I don't know.
Because that's where I'm saying is, like I said, I have watched my neighbors try to build a house for 1.5 years now, and I'm just, and it's a one level, so I'm amazed that they were able to put something like that up with no technology.
Right.
You know, so I don't know. I just find it, I feel like probably they had access to a lot more technology than we're aware of, which helped facilitate the construction. Because I just feel like it's made in such a precise manner. It is amazing it's still standing. Because that's not a gentle climate they're in.
Right.
Yeah, he said that basically what he's talking about is that the pyramids and the Sphinx are way older than what mainstream tells us. So, I don't know. It's a lot. It'd be a cool history lesson to go to, though.
Yeah, I love all that kind of stuff. Because, I mean, on the flip side of that, so he's saying like 10,000 plus years. And then if you also get into like the, you know, I guess I don't want to say all religions because it's definitely different depending on which one you're looking at. But, you know, sometimes people are like, oh, well, no, that there's no way that we've been here for 10,000 years. We've only been here for, you know, maybe 5,000 years or 2,000, you know, not 2,000 years. But I mean, a lot of times people say that we have been here a lot less time than, you know, millions and millions and millions of years. They say that the earth is younger than what
we think it is.
We are taught in school. So I don't know. All that stuff is really...
Oh, I love all of it.
Really cool. Oh.
I love to talk about it all.
Looky there. Look who wants to join us.
Oh, I was just going to get in the camera view.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's really cool, Trey. That's a good point. I'm going to look into the old world Egyptians versus the new world Egyptians. I want to know if what I was talking about earlier about it being like a different race of people is what you were going with there.
Well, I will say this. If the pyramids have been standing for 10,000 plus years, then it makes them even more amazing.
Right, right.
So it sort of makes that rabbit hole even deeper, if that's true.
Oh, he says, mainstream tells us the pyramids were built 2000 by however
2000 BC.
Oh, okay, BC, however 2000 years of water erosion clearly show different. Oh, okay. So he's saying that the mainstream media tells us the pyramids were built around 2000 BC. However, 10,000 years of water erosion clearly show different. So Interesting.
All right, now that our brains are all hurting,
I know, right? Right. No,
I'm gonna have dreams of it tonight. How
Yeah.
do they build these things?
That's a good one. Oh, and like hieroglyphics and stuff. I think that is super fascinating too.
Yes.
Just languages and how people came up with languages and then putting it into written format, and then how do you translate vocal to written? And then I mean you have to have some type of basis, like alphabet. We have our alphabet, right? And that's what we make our words out of. Like, how
Right.
did they do that shit back then?
So that's the whole thing with time travel. Is every good idea that we have really an idea that someone's bringing to us? And if that's true, then how did the idea first start?
So it's like, okay, this is a cup. I've got a cup in my hand. So let's say for 1,000 years, people always called it a cup, but they didn't know how to spell it because spelling was never a thing. But then who came up with the CUP?
Right.
Right?
Right. Yes.
Is that a solid question?
It is. Well,
Like,
that's
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
call it a cup
saying,
because
yeah.
that's what I've been taught to be called. Like, that's what we've always just called it. So we're gonna call it a cup, or chair. I'm sitting on a chair, but who put the letters together? Like, who made the alphabet of CHAR? And why does the C sound like K? Or why does A sound like or A? You know?
Who came up with it all? I know.
Right. It's mind blowing.
Baby Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
That's the answer.
I was going to tell you my sexist joke since it is that time of the month, you know, and we just want to be like that. But my phone died, so I can't. It's going to have to be you and Ashley. And she's actually on a phone call right now, so.
All right. I
you
can tell
go
you
for it.
mine.
Okay.
All right. Why is a man at his smartest when he's having sex?
I think it has something to do with his head.
No, it's because he's plugged into a genius.
There we go. That's a good one. That's a good one. He's plugged into a genius. Does that offend you, Dustin?
Oh, okay.
Not if he gets to have sex.
That was such a
They
slow
don't
reaction,
care.
by the way.
Yeah, they don't care.
What time is it, babe?
It's about time to wrap it up. I just didn't know if you wanted to wait on Ashley so y'all both can wrap it up at the same time.
No, it's okay.
All
It
right.
might be a little bit, so.
All right, well.
Well, as usual, it's been tons of fun.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us.
I didn't get to tell my conspiracy theory, so next time I'll have to do it. We'll have to have let's make it a number 2 for next month. We should all go. You can investigate more on the pyramids.
Okay.
And I'll tell you mine, and then it can kind of like all tie together.
Okay, well, how about this? And I didn't get to say mine either. All of that was Ashley. So,
Yes.
Yes, I will come up with one for next time. You come up with one, and I actually my friend that I was talking to you about we like to talk about this kind of stuff. We can maybe have her call in, and we can have kind of like a special guest or something.
Stay tuned.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Thank y'all, everybody on Twitch. Thanks for joining us, and I appreciate all the feedback and all the commentary. Trey, I'm gonna look up the Egyptians. Oh, he's still going at it. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. I love that shit, so I appreciate it. All right. Well, Aliki, as always,
everyone.
it's been great.
Yep,
Tell Ashley I said
again.
bye.
Next week, tune into the SNL podcast Twitch stream for The Boys Should Be Back in Town. So we'll see. Last time we left on a little rocky terms, but we'll see if we can get the boys back together. If not, you might not see us. So.
Oh, I want to add, be sure to go on and follow them on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
Yep.
And you can listen on all of your main podcasting platforms, Apple Podcasts.
That's right.
Spotify.
If you haven't yet, hit that follow button on the Twitch.
Yep. They're trying to get up to 50 people. And what are y'all at?
We're getting close. We're probably at 46, 47. So,
yeah, once they get to 50, then they can be considered verified. Is that the right term?
something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It just
So-
gets us,
The real deal.
Gets us in a better position. So.
Yep. So.
And if you haven't visited the Twitch stream, we all encourage you to do so because you get a lot of behind the scenes and see the studio and all, and never know who's gonna pop in. So.
Yep.
Thanks, Doug Head, for all the cool jerky that we tried this session. So, anyways, all right, guys. Well, Aliki, until next time.
All right. Good night.
Good night, Aliki. Thanks for staying up with us.
Anytime. peanuts. Peanuts, real soft. Peanuts, which is a lot of peanuts, by the way. Peanuts. Now we have a freezer full of boiled peanuts.